Hello and welcome to The Mouth of Truth, the live stream from behind the scenes of Ren, the Girl with the Mark. I'm Neil Oseman, showrunner, and today we have a bit of a different stream for you. Instead of chatting behind the scenes, we are going to be playing a one-shot RPG based on Dungeons and Dragons. We're going to be playing Prisoners of the Kah Nath. But I'm not going to give too much away because we'll bring in Greg, our DM, in a minute to explain all that. But I hope you know that we're running an Indiegogo campaign at the moment. We have just reached 80% funded, but the campaign ends 8 a.m. GMT on Monday. So we're into our last kind of 37 hours now, so it's a race towards the finishing line. The activity has really ramped up on the Indiegogo campaign page. The numbers are shooting up. You can get involved. You can help us complete Season 3. We filmed 2 episodes this summer. Those are being edited at the moment. They're looking great, but we've got 3 more to shoot next year to put it all together to make a season that makes sense before we can release that. So if you want to see the next season of Ren, head on over to our Indiegogo page. The link is in the description, and you can support the show. You can get tickets to the premieres, download bundles of episodes, behind the scenes. There's audiobooks. There's a package of replica props called the Alathian Traveller's Kit that has the Dole Leg gambling game in it that's actually playable, Heretics Market token, a coin, a travel guide, and a big map that you can roll out and chart Ren and Hunter's journey. We've got replicas of Ren's pendant, the interlocking pendant that she shares with Bainin in the first season. We've got real silver replicas of that handmade by the same jeweler, Rebecca Illett, that made the original. Those are super limited edition. Only 6 of those left at the moment. You can get your name in the opening credits as an executive producer. You can be a featured extra. You can have a picture of yourself or a loved one. Many of these make great Christmas gifts, by the way, appear in the archive, which is the main set in the season. So yeah, if you're looking for interesting ideas for Christmas presents for someone, head on over to our Indiegogo page in the next 36 hours and help us to hit our target and complete Season 3. Okay. We're going to show you now for the first time just a very short little teaser of the footage that we've already shot for Season 3, and then we'll bring in Greg, our DM, and the rest of the players to start the game. Right, let's see that teaser. Very exciting.
Alright. Hello, everyone. We should all be here. You can talk. You have permission.
Hey, Greg.
Hello all.
And I will do some balancing as we go because we haven't had a huge amount of time to set this all up.
Yes. Well, Greg, do you want to start by introducing yourself?
Gladly. My name's Greg. Handle Looneyquine online. Former wrestler, reenactor, currently full-time carer, looking to get into voice acting and GMing. Very proud to have worked as an extra in Ren from Season 1, and I've been really happy seeing it go from strength to strength. So hopefully we can put on a good show tonight for everyone.
Fantastic. And thanks for organising this at the very last minute.
Well played. Now it's all my fault when it goes wrong.
Hopefully everything will go to plan. But yes, this whole thing has been organised very quickly. So do bear with us if we hit any little snags. So Kate, go on. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Oh gosh, yeah. Who am I? Quick, grab a character sheet. All right.
No, I meant you yourself.
Oh, just me in general. Shall I? Okay. Well, I'm Kate Madison, creator of the first season and director of that, and the director of the first episode of the second season, and enthusiastic cheerer honor of the third season because I wasn't able to get involved as much.
Alan?
Nope. Alan has muted himself on Discord.
There we go. Alan's not a fan of Discord, but he's making it work somehow. Yeah, my name's Alan. I've been involved with Ren from the very start. I played Torbury in season 1, and I helped behind the camera in season 2, and I'll be directing one of the episodes next year. So all very exciting.
Fantastic. And Ash?
Hi everyone, I'm Ash. I also came on board as an extra and random helper outer in season 1. I'm now on the writing team for season 2 and 3, and I'm art director for season 3.
Fantastic. And if you're going to MCM Comic-Con Birmingham tomorrow, you can see me and Ash and production designer Rose Collis and sound designer Dale Suttle doing a panel on the live stage called Anatomy of a Fantasy Series. That's at 2:15 p.m. tomorrow at MCM Comic-Con Birmingham. Right, but I'll shut up about all that stuff now and hand over to Greg to start the game.
Thank you very much. I will say right at the start, this is largely off the cuff, has been organised in a week, so huge thank you to everyone for getting in on the game. If there are technical problems, please bear with us, and we will get through it. And the puzzles may work, they may not, but hopefully we'll all have a good laugh. Right.
Can I just say, if there are specific technical troubles, like you can't hear something or whatever, say it in the chat, or we might not be aware, and I will try and fix it as we go. That would be appreciated.
Right. Welcome, everyone, to the realm of Alathia, a continent divided by the Carcaracanor Mountains between the cruel northern Darklands and the lush provinces of the south. In the time of giants, the first North King marched from Darnassia and brought all the southern provinces under his banner. The realm grew rich and prosperous under the rule of the North Kings, while mysterious spirits known as the Mari prospered in the beyond. In time, however, this peace was shattered by the treachery and war. In the time of a griffin, the Lord Montfort of Dalmarth used underly magics to assassinate the last North King. Though he was defeated, a new power rose from the chaos. The eyes of justice and the mouth of truth. The Kah Nath. Claiming authority from the last North King, the Kah Nath declared themselves as protectors of the land, and the Mari as evil accomplices to the Lord Montfort, and enemies of all. In the years to follow, the Kah Nath hunted down and exterminated the marked who bore the Mari, imprisoning the spirits themselves. Reading and writing were banned, allowing the Kah Nath to control what truth emerged from the conflict. The marked ones were said to have been branded by the twin gods Nerith and Nardaeth, revealing their evil to the people. Anyone caught harboring a marked is punished. Anyone caught helping a marked is punished. Anyone caught in support of a marked is punished. To this day, the Kah Nath continue to arrest any who bear a mark. For our tale, we close in on the province of Phalaxia. First technical test as we move the map.
I'm not even showing the map yet. Quick, let me show the map. There we go.
There it is.
Do you want me to stream it on my one or?
No, I'm showing the map. I
Beautiful.
just need to readjust to make sure I'm showing it to its full delights. the audience somehow. There we go.
Along the western coast of Alathia, a massive rural area sparsely populated and home to such predators as lath wolves and pine cats, while mysterious nomads roam the woods to the south. The Kah Nath presence in Phalaxia is comparatively light, yet it is home to one of the more infamous keeps. A grim and foreboding structure looms atop great stone cliffs. Isolated and well-positioned, Greyridge Fort is said to be specifically purposed for holding Marked and their suspected supporters. Our heroes awaken within this dark and dreadful place to find themselves trapped on all sides by stone walls and iron bars. You can hear figures speaking in the room beyond. But before then, let's have a look at who our heroes are in this adventure. As we move the map over to Greyridge itself, you should all be seeing a small, I won't call it a cave, a cell, surrounded by stone walls, grubby beds at your feet. You awaken as if you've been knocked up, and you look around to find 3 other people in the cell with you.
Knocked up. Sorry.
Locked up.
Knocked out.
I like the fact that there are 4 beds and 5 people. Who's the one who's sleeping on the floor? I think we all know.
That mysterious figure at the top was the cameraman. I set that one up just in case, but he is no longer required.
Oh, behind the scenes as always.
Right. Do people wish to introduce their characters themselves?
Can do.
There's absolutely no pressure. I can do it if you wish.
Give it a go.
I'll have a go. Oh, go on then.
No, I was just agreeing with you. You go first. You're top of the list. It's you, Ash, Alan, and me.
My name's Edric, and Sergeant Edric of the Kah Nath. Well, till very recently anyway. Only just got promoted. Been on a tour of duty at Hex Hill, and years I was a soldier, getting all the grunt work, sort of marching into the villages and showing our strength, and occasionally arresting someone with evil mark on their face. And last winter, my sister Reverell, she got the pox. It left these scars on her face, like. And then we were marching into her village, and the captain wanted to arrest her. Couldn't let that happen to my own flesh and blood, could I? Now I'm in here with you lot, and it stinks.
That wasn't me.
It does stink. It does. My story is very similar to yours. I'm Tanbo. I served the Kah Nath for many years, and I just thought we were doing the good work. We were protecting everyone. And it's just one time I don't know what it was. I just had a sudden realization that this is just not what we're doing. It's not right. It's just not right. And I was ordered to burn this village down, and I refused the order. And they arrested me on the spot, and I tried to escape. I did escape a couple of times, and after the third attempt to escape, they sent me here. They sent me here. I don't know when I'm going to see the light of day again.
I suppose I've sort of served the Kah Nath. I suppose you could think of it like that. Although I like to think of it more as being a freelance agent, if you will. So I like to find little things that some people might not miss, some people might want. The Kah Nath are pretty interested in all sort of little tokens, things that the odd Mari Rai or Numari might have maybe left behind them, or maybe things that I could claim that the Mari Rai maybe left behind them. Whether or not that's actually true, you don't really know, do you? So maybe I've sold a few of those things to Kah Nath every now and again, and they give me little rewards for it, just to keep bread in the mouth. But yeah, maybe the last little thing I tried to sell maybe didn't have quite such a good provenance as I was maybe claiming. It's not my fault. It's just how it is. And they maybe sort of threw me in here for taking them for a bit of a ride. So, but what can you do? Soul's got to live, haven't you? Anyway, that's me, and I'm Filch, by the way. That's Filch, not Filth. Filch, if you please. My name.
Mm-hmm.
You got to do what you got to do to survive in this world.
You got to do what you're gonna. Yeah, you got to do what you got to do.
Well, my name's Che. I'm sort of a hunter. I live mostly out and about. I travel a lot. But I usually am out there trying to hunt and get things for people who don't have very much, which is most people, to be honest. And so yeah, and the Kah Nath control quite a lot of the land and a lot of the things and resources and stuff, leaving the people a little bit hard up. And so yeah, I sometimes maybe go where I'm not meant to. But people have got to eat, and so yeah, sometimes they get a little close to danger. And I guess this time I wasn't watching my back quite as well as I should have, and got caught poaching in the Kah Nath's lands. And yeah, we ended up here. So, but definitely just poaching. That was all. Nothing else. It was just just hunting, for food. And not anything more untoward promise.
I believe you.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. So we get to know our erstwhile heroes. As you are all getting to know each other, you do hear the chinking of armor just outside the doorway as a large, hook-nosed, rather ratty-looking guard wanders up to the door and peers down at all of you. So, this is what we got now, is it? 2 traitors, a thief and a gadabout, and a poacher. I don't know what the world's coming to. Time was, we would have just stuck arrows in you and be done with it, but apparently we got to keep you all in now. But I tell you what, don't lose hope. There's 2 ways out of this prison. I know Greyridge has a reputation, no one gets out. No one gets out. But there's 2 ways. Commander's pardon. I can never keep a straight face to that one. And the easy way. You see that grate in the floor? And if you look down, you can see a curious metal grate. It does seem 4x4 in width, so you could squeeze through that.
I think that's where the smell's coming from.
You might very well think that. That is the easy way out. If you grab that torch on the wall and pop down there and pick a direction, just keep on walking and it'll be over before you know it. Whichever you choose, try and keep it down. I got to fleece my mate here at Dowleg. Oh,
hang on.
welcome
my
to
sister.
Greyridge.
My sister, Reverell, is she here?
Is your sister here? What's she look like?
Well, she's kind of small, dark hair, pox marks on her face.
Oh, pox marks on the face. Don't think she's going to be among this particular group, but I'll have a look around you now. I'll go around all the other prisoners, just make sure, just to give you peace of mind, you traitorous filth. How's that sound?
Thanks.
No, don't worry about it. Name's Ulrich. I'm known as the nicest guard in this whole force, so put in a good review if you do get out alive, eh? As you hear him moving off, you do hear a second guard with him, and the two quickly devolve into banter, as one guard, the one besides Ulrich, is unwilling to play another game of Doleg, because Ulrich seems to be winning a suspiciously large amount, but he can't prove anything.
Well, if I ever get my rank back, I'm getting him fired.
Good luck with that one.
I would like to go over to the window, if that's a window, I think, on the west wall, and have a look out.
Yeah, a little set of bars. Yeah.
Can I see anything out through that? Are we on the ground level, or are we higher up?
You seem to be on the ground level, but a short distance away from the wall, you can see where this place is on the edge of a precipice, and they've deliberately left the fortress and the prison in particular fairly close to that side. So if you were somehow able to squeeze through, it's going to be interesting. So all you can see at the moment is a nice view, to be fair, looking out over distant lakes several hundred feet below you.
Right, you know, no one's ever escaped Greyridge. No one's ever escaped. That's famous. There's no way. There's no way that.
You know how these sort of things go. The Kah Nath never want you to learn all the sort of stuff. They are always going to tell you that no one's ever escaped because they don't want people to think that they can escape. That doesn't mean people don't escape, does it?
Definitely means people don't escape.
Right.
There's a mouth of truth.
Okay. And why are you in here then?
The supposed order.
I didn't follow the rules. Didn't
Right.
obey orders.
Okay. Well, you're already halfway there then, aren't you? Because you don't follow the rules. So let's not follow the rules now, eh? Let's get the fuck out of here.
Well, I can agree with that.
Right. So let's try and escape.
I'm with what was your name?
Che.
I'm with Che.
See?
Filthy
thinks so.
This Grelin, why did he tell us about it?
I don't know. I don't trust him. Do you think that's probably a trap?
It's probably a trap. Let's have a little look.
Why would he encourage us to try and escape?
I'll have a look around the rest of the cell, see if I can spot anything else. Anything unusual on board, any other opening?
Tanbo, if you want to do an investigation check, Filch and Che, you seemed like you wanted to do perception near the grill. If you want to help each other with that, then
okay.
Either one roll of advantage or both of you can roll separately.
I've got a +4 to perception. What about you, Filch?
I have +2.
Okay. Do you want to give me advantage? That's how we're playing it?
Oh,
By
I
assisting?
just rolled.
Oh, okay. Then we'll both roll,
straight
I
out
guess. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, and my perception was 19 + 2, so 21.
Alan, you can click on your sheet and it will do it for you, FYI.
Rolling it on it. I'm rolling it. I'm doing it differently.
Yeah, I know. I'm just telling you.
So 19 + 2.
Tanbor, an investigation around the beds. It doesn't look like it's been as well cleaned up as it should have been. The bedrolls aren't possessing any spikes or rods or anything you might be able to use. But there are what seem to be a couple of old sticks, and possibly you could put together 2 solid objects out of it. With the perception checks at the grate, the grate itself isn't trapped. It's unlocked weirdly and seems fairly well oiled. But with a 22, you can definitely smell something very unpleasant below. Sort of a musty smell you'd get from. In fact, Che, that actually works perfectly for you. An animal's den.
An animal's den is in the grate.
Directly below the prison, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, a
When
trap.
he said the easy way out.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Like, so if Filch is starting to reach for that as an option, I'm gonna grab
Not locked.
their arm and be like, yeah, I don't know that we want to go down there. At least I personally don't. Unless anybody doesn't have much left to live for. And rather than being hung or whatever they're planning to do to us, fancies being torn apart by whatever animal is down there.
It doesn't sound like a great option.
Not really.
How do you know there's an animal down there?
I mean, look, you can smell it. You can see there's like, look down there a little bit. Like, have a smell of that. That is the scent of, do I know the animal out of interest? Could I maybe roll for it?
Yeah, make a nature check for me. An advantage because of your history.
Okay, I forget how to do it. I think I
So
just rolled twice.
And yeah, take a number.
21.
Ooh, using up all the good rolls early.
Yeah, I know.
That can't go wrong.
all the ones are coming.
You reckon a lath wolf?
Right. Yeah.
Particularly large and ornery one from the smell of it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean that. Yeah, I mean, like, we all thought there was a bad smell, right? It's coming from down there, and like,
That's what I thought.
exactly. Well, and that smell, if anyone doesn't know, is a laugh wolf, and probably a big one. I mean, and I'm gonna like listen and like probably hear something down there and stuff. Be like, yeah, it wouldn't take very much. Yeah, I'm gonna back away from the grate, and be like, yeah, it's not locked for a reason. They want something else to take care of their messes. I think there are other options.
So what were the things
Alright.
I found? You said I found two bulky two things.
I think you would find sort of the equivalent of a couple of pens worth of solid material around you. Otherwise, they have kept the place fairly well reserved. Your best bet is going to be looking at the door and maybe the section beyond.
I will, but solid material, is it wood, is it metal?
2 small shards of metal, I will say.
2 small shards of metal. Okay, thanks. I will go and
that
check out the door.
Yeah, I was going to do that as well.
Edric, do you want to give me a perception check or investigation, your choice?
Investigation. Right, so that was a 14 plus 3, 17.
Right. The cell door itself, you reckon the lock isn't that excessive. It's pickable. There's a good chance of damaging it. And with a 17, you can also hear that the 2 guards are getting more ornery as Ulrich proudly calls out, "Hey, watch this!" Rolls the dice. "Another mouth." "Oh, your luck's not with you, friend."
Anyone any good with locks? Can anyone use these?
I could give it a go. I've not saying I've picked any locks before, but I'm pretty good at turning my hand to all sorts of things because it's the sort of thing you don't tell complete strangers. I'm not going to tell you I've picked locks, but I could give it a go. Could see if I could pick this one.
I look them up and down and be like, yeah, you pick locks.
I don't know what you're talking about, mate. Right, let's give this a go.
I got 2 of these. I don't know if it's going to be any good. There you go.
Okay. Can I? Right. Let's just get my character sheet up. Great. Okay. So I want to have a go at. Have we see? Is there a lock on this door? I assume some kind.
Yeah, there's a lock on the doorway just below the handle.
Okay. Right. So I'd like to have a go at picking this lock. I'm trying to see if this cunning action is relevant in this circumstance.
In this case, it's just going to be a sleight of hand check.
Yep. All right.
If you want someone to give you a hand to give you advantage, I think.
I'm going to try mine first because I'm that kind of person.
That one.
Ooh. 20.
I'm trying to keep you in prison, guys.
You can't keep us locked up.
A DC 18. That is definitely a pass. How does this look like? As you go for it. Describe to me how you pick
I'm going to peering through the grating to look at these 2 guards, and I'm going to try and wait for a moment when they really look like they're going at each other and they're not watching what I'm doing. And I've got the one bit of metal, so I'm going to slide into the lock, get the other one in, push it in from the top, and just give the bottom one a little twist like that, just a little jiggle to try and pop the lock mechanism out. And it takes a little bit, but I think I hear it go.
Click. There's a very slight sound as the lock goes, and you can tell that the door is now unlocked, but still closed. I will do a little perception check for the Kah Nath.
While you're doing that, I'm going to look back to the others and say, what are we going to do if this door opens? Because I think it might be about to open.
Hey, what was that?
All right. And this is, what can we see through? Well, are you about to swing it open, or it's like just pretend it's still locked for a second while we figure, because we ain't got any. So
I'll discreetly hold it shut. If he tries the angle.
What are you lot up to?
Oh, I really like Dolag. I just wish I could play with you. That's all. So we were just trying to look. So sorry, making noise.
He's moving his counter.
Oh yeah, that guy's cheating. He's cheating. Look, that guy over there.
Behind you, you can see Ulrich is revealing to you that he's got a weighted dice inside his wrist. He's just flicking it up into sight and going, hiding it again.
Excellent. Is our can we see our equipment in that room that they're in?
Yeah, there's a lockbox on the far wall that you reckon your equipment's being kept in. Yeah.
Okay.
You got any proof of that? Or are you just saying?
Right,
I'm going to hazard a guess. You've lost every game.
Shut up.
You've got to be a better player than that. Come on. No one loses every game. That's just ridiculous.
Look, I'm trying. He just keeps rolling really good.
That's because he's cheating. Go and shake his sleeves out.
His sleeves? Give me a persuasion check.
Persuasion.
Why am I going to believe a word you say?
It's just face, you know? I just curse with this untrustworthy face. There's nothing I can do about it. I try, but...
Hey, Ulrich. And he turns his back to you. It's not think you got a dice in your sleeve or something.
I'm silly. The grating open and run out into the room while his back is turned.
You want to push the door open through the guard?
Yeah, I want to try and shove him with the door.
Go for it. Give me a strength check. Is someone helping?
Yeah. When I see that, I'm definitely going to start making some sort of move to
all of you do it. Then a group strength check. Yeah.
Okay. What? How do we do that? Do we just all roll?
Everyone do a strength, athletics.
It's not a saving throw. Hold on, it's a check.
Natural 1.
Oh no! Wait, how do I roll the
I've
strength check?
rolled terribly also.
Should be on the left side of
Oh,
the.
that's strength save.
Yeah, I got a. I mean, I have a -1. I need to. I think I just need to roll a 20.
Please remind me of the mechanics. So I've rolled a number. I've also got a strength modifier and an athletics modifier. How do I apply that modifier?
Athletics for Tanbor is +5.
Yep.
I'm going to do a strength check on this.
Oh, athletics is the
Kah
same
Nath.
as my strength check. I can just roll that. There you go.
Oh, great. I'm glad someone's
That
bought.
might.
I've got a -1 too, so that was a decent.
I think our collective help isn't helping.
Knocked
I think we're going to
ourselves
be in
out
here
on-
for a long time, guys.
I think it's a bit like that bit in Jurassic Park where you got one person actually holding the door and one person just not helping at all.
Just typing,
So-
just typing on a 90s computer. Yeah.
Wait, did you got a 1 and Filch got a 1?
I got a 1.
Did Neil get a 1 as well? Was that what the 1 is?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
a natural 1,
Got
and
a 1,
then
a 1,
another,
a 2, and a 6.
a non-natural 1, and then wow. So basically, they all stop, and I just plow over the top of them somehow,
Yeah.
and stumble into the room, going, "I'm not the strong one."
I think that sums it up perfectly. I love that. Yeah, you all clutter and fall over each other, and this Kah Nath guard yelps in shock as the door slams open and you come tumbling through. Both you and the Kah Nath guard are prone on the floor.
Okay.
And everyone, please roll initiative for me.
Is
Remind me how I do that. I got initiative score plus a roll. Yeah.
Initiative.
Yeah.
Click on
yeah,
your
you
token,
roll a
and there's
d20
an-
and then whatever your thing, you add the number, or you just open the sheet and go blink because it's so much easier.
11.
Oh my god, my rolls.
I've also
Wait.
plonked a
Roll.
macro on the top
Oh, no,
left.
not
Also pants.
Greg, just to say out of character, I'm not hearing any music coming from Roll20. Am I meant to be?
Oh.
We are not hearing any, so we've got silence.
True, yeah.
One. There we go. That should
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. Hopefully that's nice.
Oh, it's definitely changed the level.
Yeah,
number of
exactly.
impulses.
The atmosphere changes so
There we
much
go.
with the music.
Apologies, I think
No,
I did
no.
not trigger when I said it.
Oh, that's okay.
So, Che 11, Ash, Filch 4.
Or
Oh, there's a
Yeah,
turn
I was
order,
7.
yes. Oh gosh, am I going first? Oh no. Alan and I match.
What did you get, Alan?
Oh no.
11.
Yeah.
Thanks to everyone who's still backing the Indiegogo, by the way. The notifications are still coming in.
Yeah, I
Keep it
don't
up.
have the notifications flashing up or not. I wonder if I can. I've got the. There is a Patreon subs overlay that I can put on. I don't have. Let me stick
Yeah,
that
don't.
on just in case.
So, Tanbor and Shay, you both rolled 11, I believe.
Yeah.
So one
is
of you
it-
decide who you want to go first, or you can rollies for it.
Rollies. Okay, someone else who understands
Well,
rollies.
I think I've just sold a very low score that I probably stumbled a little bit. So you're in the room already, so I think it makes
True. That's fair.
narrative sense for you to go first.
Fair enough.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. I can take that.
You are currently prone.
That's true,
Pretty
I'm
much
prone.
seated opposite this guard, so it will take half your movement to stand. The other guard is sat at the table at the moment, and he's looking shocked and about to draw a weapon.
Yeah. Okay. I see any weapons in the room that are not hidden? Essentially, like, is there anything reachable that could be used as a weapon?
Give me a perception check, please.
Okay. 14.
14. You've got each of the guards has a short sword and a dagger
Okay.
that they have yet to draw. And I reckon you can also see a collection of weapons on this rack right behind
them. And I'm prone,
would
and so
include
me and the
probably
other guy are prone, and the other guy's about to. So
Each square is 5 feet of movement.
yeah, and I have 30 speed, so I can do 15. What I would like to do, is I would like to kind of scramble to my feet, clambering over the other prone guy, ideally stepping on his face as I go, and I will. No, I'd still be in melee. So I will try and clamber over, grab a short sword. I think, yes, I've got short swords. Grab a short sword and spin round, ready to face both of them, essentially. I don't think. Well, okay. Could I do that and do an attack? I suppose is the question. Can I be able to do that? Grab a sword and do an attack, or is that too much?
I'd say an acrobatics check to do all of that as your movement alone, and you'd have your action and bonus action free.
Okay.
16. Yeah, you react a lot faster with this guy. Your boot goes straight into his nose, and you can feel something creak. And
nice.
you scramble over, pull a short sword, and turn round. You are free to attack if you wish.
Sure, I will. I hate to beat a man when he's down, but it would be
No, you
smart.
don't. Do it.
But the other guy's about to draw a weapon.
Advantage against prone.
I know. I will hit a man when he's down, sure. He was the one who wanted to feed us to the Lath Wolves, wasn't he? So I will swing my short sword at him. I think I remember how to do this. Or that work? Oh god. 6 minus 3. Wait. What? Short sword?
It's got
what did I do wrong?
Sharpshooter on. Oh no, it's nothing you've done wrong. It's just the character sheet's trying to use sharpshooter, so we'll switch that off in a bit. But the nat one is yeah.
So wait, did I get a nat 1 with the +5? I did get a nat 1 with a +5. Okay, well,
Yeah.
instantly let go of the sword. Swing around, throw the sword across the room.
I will say, yeah, because of everything going on, the momentum would definitely. He pulls his sword out at the last possible moment. Your blade crangs into it, and you're still weakened from imprisonment.
Yeah, and it's
So
not
the
my
blade
sword, you know, I
swings.
don't have an affinity with this weapon.
The blade swings past him, and I would reckon would land in the doorway.
Okay, well, that's something for someone else, potentially. Because everyone, in theory, isn't in that room anymore. They're all crowded around the doorway right now. So whoever's up at the window, I think that's you, Neil. Probably want. Didn't you?
Move
Didn't
our
you?
own
No.
tokens. No, we can't, can we? Can we?
You are? Yeah, you
Yeah,
should be able to
but-
move your own tokens. But I thought everyone
Yeah.
piled through the door and kind of collided in a puddle on the floor.
I think
I
everyone's
guess
sort of
we
gathered
can't
in
move
the
them
doorway
until I
at the moment.
turn, right?
It's
Well, I mean, you would have
Campbell's
been there
turn
before
now.
initiative because we all piled at the door, didn't we?
Yeah, I'm going to put everyone in the doorway because only Che, I think, actually got through
I think
the door.
I think everyone muttered
Yeah.
at the door and I stepped
Little
over
drop.
them, fell, boom. I'm doing a lot of stepping on people, I guess.
Good turn.
So, Tanbor, you'll go. You've just seen a sword land by the doorway.
I'm going to see if I can run. So if I remember rightly, Ulrich is a bit further in. Yeah.
Yeah, he's this one just south of the first fella. He's the one
Right.
that sat down just pulling a sword.
I'm going to try to basically run at him. Is he drawing his sword or is he about to draw his sword?
He's about to draw his sword.
I'm going to just run at him and see if I can tag him to the ground and hold his hands so that we basically grapple him so that he's unable to draw his sword. That's what I'm going to try to do.
Cool, that'll be opposed athletics. Your athletics is +5 if you want to roll the d20.
Uh-huh. 3.
4. See, it doesn't quite work, and the two of you end up struggling fairly non-effectually with each other. There's a bit of shoving against the face. But he manages to stand up. He's still not quite drawn his weapon yet, but he is not restrained at the moment.
Okay, now I think I have a opportunity. Hang on, I'm just trying to see. I can take one additional action with an action surge, can't I? Might as well do that.
Yeah, if you want to spend an action surge to get another action.
I will do that, and this time I'm just going to punch him in the face with unarmed.
Go for it.
I'll do that.
I reckon that'll be +5 because, yeah, you would roll that.
Okay. So that's a d20 and then +5, yeah?
Yeah.
9 + 5, 14.
This is where all the high rolls went earlier. 14? Oh, yeah, that's a hit. So roll me a d4.
Oh, but as I have unarmed, so it's actually so your unarmed strikes can deal bludgeoning damage equal to 1d6 plus your strength modifier. If you aren't wielding any weapons, the d6 becomes a d8. So does that mean?
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. So I shall roll a d8, yeah?
Yep, roll a d8 +3.
1.
Oh, we were doing so well at the beginning, and all of a sudden, all the ones come out when we actually need to fight.
So that's 4.
You give him a decent clock across the chin. He's looking dazed, but he's still up.
Okay.
Right, Kah Nath guard. It's Ulrich's go.
Uh-oh.
He's gonna draw his short sword. I reckon he's gonna try and clamber onto the table and move around. But he's not going to be able to get an effective flank because the other guard is currently prone. So it's going to be a flat roll short sword. 15 without your armor, I believe is going to hit.
I've got yeah. So I've got okay, I don't know. You tell me. Armor class 16 is what I've got.
Yeah, I've got the gear on you at the moment, but as you're imprisoned, your armor class is baseline, so that's going to be down 11-12 area.
Fine, no worries.
So that's 5 piercing damage.
I'll take it. Okay.
Alright. Edric, do you remember what you rolled on the initiative?
7.
Right,
Is that
you are up
including your
next.
initiative thing?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
which is 0.
Edric, you're up next. Kah Nath guard on deck and Ash afterwards.
Okay. I want to try and get to the sword rack at the bottom of the map. So I guess I'm going to take an attack of opportunity as I go past, because I want to go down here, 2, 3.
I
As
will
in
say
they
there is
will
a
take
short
an
sword
attack.
in the doorway.
Oh yeah, the sword I dropped is right there.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, well, I won't bother then. I'll stop and get that one. Cool. And then, yeah, I'll attack the guy to the east of me in the back, I guess.
I think he's still prone.
He's still
on the
prone.
ground. He's barely defended himself from the sword once. He's still prone on the ground, so you get advantage.
Nice. Okay. So this is a long sword, is it?
Short sword.
Call it long sword, and
Short-
we'll adjust the damage as we go.
Because
Right,
I
yeah,
haven't
it
got
was
a short sword on.
Oh,
my
I got you.
thing.
Short sword is a
Ability.
+5. Wait,
And it
it's a
affects,
D6 +3 piercing on my sheet.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well,
if
I
that's-
got a 23 apparently. So I'm just-
Oh.
Oh yeah, that's it. So roll your damage, and we'll just dock the damage a little bit to represent. That's still more than
Yeah.
enough. Describe your kill on this prone Kah Nath soldier.
Oh, it's a glorious kill of a man lying defenseless on the floor.
Sounds like all Kah Nath kills.
Natty way.
Yeah, I mean
Right,
it's
they die so easy.
we're a glorious army, but we do find it easier to hit a static target than a moving one. And so yes, I raise my short sword high and plunge it into his defenseless back.
This guy was panicked and out of breath trying to fight Che, had just managed to deflect the blade and was pulling the short sword with a look of sadistic glee as your blade strikes into the back. He is down.
Nice.
You still have, I'd say, 10 feet of movement.
Okay. I will go to here. Is there anything on this weapons rack that's better than my short sword?
I reckon your long sword's going to be there. There's a long sword, a rapier.
Yeah, I'll take the
longbow.
Oh, nice. Well, since I've already got short sword, I'll take the crossbow.
Right, that Kah Nath guard is dead, so Filch, you're up. One guard is down, the other one is having a bit of a fist fight with Tanbor.
All right. So I'm in the doorway and I can see this. So, can I ask what is that at the very north end of the room? Sort of a grey shape on the map.
That is the door out.
Oh.
We went the wrong way.
What? I think I'd make a go for Ulrich. He's up on the table, right?
Yeah, he's just come around on the table to get a slightly better angle on Tanbor, so he is down on your level, but otherwise.
So he's not stood up higher than me.
He's not jumped all the way up yet, no.
Okay. Because what I want to do, I've still got the bit of metal that came out of the bed, so I kind of want to run over and then try and get him in the foot as he's climbing. That's the.
He's on the table
Well,
for that, definitely.
I'm gonna try. Yeah.
Yep, he's on the table for that, definitely.
Excellent. All right. So, how far is that? Oh, I'm a rogue, so I've already got plenty of movement. Can you remind me how big each of these little squares are? I know geometry doesn't work.
5 feet, so you got plenty of room to get there.
Great. So I'm going to run over to him.
I'd say if you got to that side, I'd count it as flanking to give you advantage.
Great, awesome. And then, I'm going to get the bit of metal that Tanbor gave me from the bed and try and just stab him through the top of his little Kah Nath boot.
It's an improvised weapon, but because you are using this in a manner utterly suited to your class, I will count that as like a dagger. So +5 on the roll and with advantage.
Awesome. Thank you very much. So I click it on there. Does that work? No, that just changes the name. That's not helpful. Can you remind me how you roll a particular weapon on the character sheet?
You can click on the attack next to the weapon.
Click on dagger next to the +5.
Oh yeah. There we go.
I've also switched on your sneak. Oh yeah, that's it. Click on dagger in the chat box and it'll roll damage automatically for you.
Lovely job.
That's 9 total, Jesus. You jam this, whatever it is, these two metal spikes that might have once been part of the bed, or possibly shin bones, you're not quite sure. And it goes straight through a part of the bone of the foot and pins it straight to the table. On 9 damage, I'm going to say that goes straight through and pins him in place. Ulrich shrieks and drops his weapon and is just holding onto that, sobbing. On one hit point.
Oh, sorry. Is your foot all right?
And his weighted die falls out of his tunic.
Ah.
Oh, grab
Don't
that.
cheat.
Could come in useful.
I will say he has 1 hit point and is, for the most part, incapacitated. It is up to you if you want to finish the job or call him a prisoner. Is Tanbor and Shay up at the moment? So
I think he's we've done what we need to do. So.
Oh, so.
I'm quite happy writhing in pain unless anybody else wants to run in and finish him off.
Well, did we say that the door, the thing to the right of my character is the outside door?
The thing to the right of Che is
sorry, I meant I was pretending like
The
you
north
could
end of
tell
the
which way I was looking. Yeah, I meant north. Is that the door that you were talking about that was the exit, or is it this exit over here, or is that a window?
That to the north is a large reinforced door heading further into the keep.
Further
The
into the keep.
window is far to the west.
That's a window.
You can also see another jail cell door over here, and I think you can see what appears to be a large bald man with a bandage across his face, currently pulling at the gate, trying to get out. So what is Ulrich's fate to be?
So I will. We might need him hostage, and I'll suggest that's like I'll shout that. Well, yeah, I'll be like, we should tie him up, and I'm gonna start looking for my weapons on the rack and start loading myself up with my stuff. If my longbow is there and things, I'm gonna like throw that on my back and grab my bits and pieces.
Are we still in initiative?
We are, because he's not unconscious or anything.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So
I'm going to put that down to it was Che and Tambor's go. Tambor, you've heard Che say, "Let's keep him alive," and is starting to go through for equipment.
Yeah.
It's down to you if you want to take that on board, or if you want to give him another lopping.
Yeah. You can do a non-lethal too.
I want to knock him out. I don't want to kill him.
Yeah, so you can do a non-lethal.
Yeah, attack with advantage.
Okay. So basically I roll 2d20s, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. A natural 20 then.
That's natural 20 though, so that's pretty good.
Describe to me, sort of how do you want to do this in a non-lethal style as you right hook this person into unconsciousness?
Well, right hook him in the face, and then catch him as he falls, so that he's unconscious on the table, on top of the door leg, with his foot is still pinned to the table, but he's flat out unconscious on the table.
Fantastic. Ulrich is down. His colleague is dead. The prisoners in the other cell are starting to make noise. We are out of initiative.
I'll search him for keys or whatever else he's got on him.
Okay, I'm gonna drop the short sword and pick up my own long sword. So I've got that and the crossbow now.
I'd say in short order, you go through the weapon racks. Searching Ulrich himself, you quickly find a key to the strongbox. And accessing the chests on the bottom right, you quickly find your confiscated items. So your armor, any lock picks or anything along those lines. So you are now, or will soon be, fully equipped.
Awesome.
I am the cells.
Back on.
Pick up the weighted dice that's on the floor. Gonna have that.
Brilliant.
I'm looking for a key. Looking for a key to the cell.
Yeah, you got a key ring. It takes a little bit of investigation. There's not too many to choose from, but you reckon you can find the lock to this one easily.
Well, I'm going to unlock it, let the guys out. What's your name, friend?
Hang on a minute. Don't go letting everyone out. There's criminals in here.
You were in here.
No more criminal than we are, my friend.
Well, I don't know that it's that simple. It's a sliding scale, isn't it?
You just killed that guy. You just straight up killed him. That's definitely criminal.
Also, if nothing else, they are going to want to get out just as much as we are. So they're on our side until we're all out. Then they can be on their own. But they're gonna. Well, then they're a distraction.
Roaming the land, you know.
I'll speak to the guy.
Go on then, question him.
Stealing
Yeah.
and
What's your name, friend?
Lurg.
Well, Lurg, would you be prepared to help us fight our way out of here?
Everybody dies.
Well,
He's fun. I like him.
we haven't died yet, Lurg.
Everybody, don't mind. Come back. You see a young woman walks past Lorg and sort of puts a calming hand on his shoulder. The large fellow looks as if he's had a couple of beatings, but he looks up for a fight. Forgive my somewhat burly friend. Thank you for rescuing us. It was all looking pretty bad for us there. I'm Elsbeth. This is Lorg, as he so delightfully told you. With Alaric behind us. I'm afraid he doesn't talk. And Bormley, who does little else, but he seems startled at the moment.
Are you willing to help us try and fight our way out of here?
Of course. I'm not sure
Let's
what
work together.
help we can offer, but anything we can do.
What say you all?
Everybody dies.
I want to scoop any coins off the table that they left at Dolag. Well, and go through the pockets of the dead guard to see if there's anything useful.
Oh, come on, that's not necessary.
He's not going to need it. He's dead.
You've got to choose what side you're on. I mean, you just stabbed a guy.
Also, we're not out yet. We're still in prison. So I think it would be useful to find out if there's things that could be useful. I mean, we could also, you did make it quite bloody, but we could take his outfit.
Wait, are you still dressed as a Kah Nath? You do look like you're dressed as a Kah Nath.
I think you're in the underclothes.
I'm not.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm going to a fancy dress party.
Of
course, I'm still in the uniform. They only took away my armor and my weapons, which I now have back.
All right, so one person already looks like a Kah Nath.
It could be useful.
Could be.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if the uniform's got blood on it, because it's a red uniform anyway.
Well, I mean, sort of look at the red in comparison to the blood and be like, sure.
Oh, red.
Bit of a hole in the back, but the cloak might cover it. The advantage of stabbing him in the back is less noticeable.
True.
On the guards, you find about 10 horses and 2 balls, I'm going to say.
Okay.
Anyone who doesn't know what Ren is, who is tuning in, is like, what? How have they got 10 horses on them? They're coins.
Really small. Have we checked the other chests and boxes in the room?
No.
South end of the room? Okay, I'd like to run over and have a look in those if they're unlocked.
You quickly unlock the lot of them. You do notice, strangely enough, a map of the area is on the wall. But as you're going through the chests and you discover what seemed to be Lord Alaric and Co.'s gear, there looks to have been a notepad belonging to one of them that the elderly fellow Bormley picks up. And as you're going through this, you hear footsteps right outside the door.
Uh-oh. Right.
I hide behind the. No, actually, I don't hide behind the door. I go. Hold on, I'm clicking on the wrong thing. I'm gonna try and brace myself down here, or even in the doorway down here with my longbow.
And have I got my all my weapons back?
Yeah, you are fully
Okay.
armed.
In that case, I'll take my halberd and I'll stand next to the door, to the one side.
Did we give these other guys their stuff back? If not, I'll start sort of throwing them weapons from the box.
Yeah, one of them can have
The
a short
fellow
sword.
Alaric and Lorg has a great axe. That was in one of the weapon racks, and he's immediately pulled that out and is just glaring at the doorway. Alaric silently picks up a short sword and moves to guard the other two. And I'll say that's about enough time as the door swings open. Do you watch or act immediately?
I
Hold
will
action.
wait for someone to come out.
Yeah, hold
Uh,
on.
yeah.
I'm
Runs
waiting.
through the doorway, straight
What-
between the pair of you.
What runs to the
Okay.
doorway? Sorry.
A small figure,
Okay.
wearing low-ranking Kah Nath garb, and fortunately, no one opened fire because it is one of the young messenger boys that the Kah Nath use. You reckon between 12 and 14.
Close
My
the door
lords,
and block the door so you can't get out.
My lords, I bring a message.
What's the
Speak,
message?
messenger.
You're not my lords. My lord's unconscious on the table. My lord, wake up! I've got a message.
Tell us
Never
the message.
mind
We'll let
about
them know.
them. I'm a sergeant. Tell me your message.
You're not in uniform though. I'm supposed with a Kah Nath. You're supposed to always be in uniform.
I am
He's in uniform. It's just got a bit of blood on it. Just a little bit. Don't worry about it.
You're in your underclothes.
I just put my armor on.
Have you stolen the guard's armor and clothing?
Oh no, you said our own armor was in the trunk.
Very fair. Yeah. So yeah, you are fully equipped then. Yeah.
Yeah, and I've even got the helmet on, so I've got disadvantage against low doors.
I was tempted to put
And
that in.
archery, and horses, and tree branches, and all sorts of other things.
You were not the one I was supposed to give the message to, sir, but as the Lord seems to be incapacitated, I'll give you the message. He says, keep an eye on the prisoners. Don't let them escape. And then I'm supposed to give this message to someone else, so I'm not going to give it to you. And he's carrying a, what seems to be a scroll.
You can give that one to me as well, don't worry. I'll make sure I get to the right person.
Who's it for?
Dunno. Commander Shrike sent me to give it to Captain Borsin.
That's fine, I'm going to see the captain now anyway.
He
Hand
does
it over,
have
messenger.
a look around, and he does see a few. The large fellow with a scarred face in particular. I don't think Mark should be out of their cells, sir. I thought they were evil and not to be trusted.
Well, they do need to stretch their legs every now and then. They're only human, sort of.
Right. We are the Kah Nath with the eyes of justice and the mouth of eyes. No, that's not right.
In eye of justice and the mouth of truth, boy. Now hand over the scroll and get yourself
Truth
out
of
of here.
eyes. Got it. Truth of eyes. And he hands you the scroll.
Let's not. I
Um,
mean, you know, he is just a young lad, but we also have a perfectly good cell in here with some food and water. Rather than sending him back out there, he is a messenger after all.
Yeah, that's
Ooh.
probably a good idea. Why don't you go and have a rest? Have a rest, boy. You've been working hard. Go sit down in the cell, have something to eat.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. You unwrap the scroll and find runic writing on the sheet.
Ah,
Beyond me.
I don't rank high enough to read that.
Yeah,
And
well, I love
Ash
the
knows
double
this,
standards that the Kah Nath have about reading. is there any runic writing on the walls or signs or anything that we can like also see?
Oh, what about that map?
Excellent
There's a
question.
map up there. We know what some of these places are, right? If we can tell where they are, we know what the names are, so we might be able to
Maybe.
match it.
Yeah, if they.
one of those.
Oh, I need to make this screen bigger. There's lots of cool stuff.
You see, on the map is a map of the continent at large, and it is noted entirely with the same runic letters. One of the fellows who was in the other cell, the elderly chap, at this point comes forward. I'm sorry, were you saying you can't read? Are there letters to read? I can help.
Can you read?
Of course I can read. I'm a well-educated fellow, you know. I was arrested, you know, for writing in a notebook. I was making a wonderful guide for the whole place, and I was giving the place a wonderful review, and suddenly they throw me in here for writing letters. It's ridiculous. Oh God, what is this gobbledygook? I write letters. I don't do the runic stuff.
You don't do the runic stuff. I mean, you either read or you don't read.
It all looks the same to me.
Just squiggles on a bit of paper. Either it means something to you or it doesn't.
I tell you what, if you can tell me what these places are called, I don't really know the place names, we might be able to sort something out, some kind of rudimentary alphabet.
Yeah. Well,
Right.
someone's got a coin
Do
in
I-
the rooms or on the
Do I
coin as well.
recognise any of the places on the map? As in the locations?
Give me history or nature checks. And
Yeah. Can I do the same?
go for it.
History.
Sure,
Ugh,
I have some
God
notes on the
damn it.
subject.
I don't know
Guys,
what
you're killing me.
I got two numbers. I don't know why I clicked it. I tried the magic character sheet thing, and I got two numbers at the other end. Did I
Yeah,
double click it?
you got.
You got advantage.
You
haven't
put if you've clicked, if advantage is highlighted at the top, then you rolled twice.
What?
Because you
At
made
the
your own
top of-
character, it might auto roll advantage as well. So
Oh yeah, sometimes that
Um,
happens. So just take the first one.
Yeah, 11 then.
I tell you what, I do have some notes on some of the places. Maybe we could figure out where's what and what's where.
This big one at the
If that
top,
makes
is that just for the? Is that just saying Alathia? Do you reckon?
Oh yeah, it could be.
Yes, that must be it. That's all across the mountains, so that
Alathi-
must be Alathia.
Maybe. Yeah. There's lots of A's, and that one looks like that might be. So that might be an A.
Oh yeah, the
Beyond
start
me.
of the last.
Oh. Ooh. Okay.
So
Well, there's that same symbol there in the notes at the beginning of that second one. So that's an A there, right?
I don't understand. I don't know. Is this? Are you able to read this?
Well, I know the name Alathia.
we know that these little
Ah.
each one is a letter,
Though
right?
in theory
So-
we don't know what A is, right? I don't know. do we understand enough
with-
the concept
starts
of,
with
of language?
With the
Not
fellow
me.
helping out, he's pointing out what phonetically each of these letters means.
Right, yeah. So we've got a
So because
guide
he
who's
knows-
helping us do
yeah.
this. So we mention Alathia and he writes
Well-
it down and yeah, okay.
Oh, the L.
A
The L. The
L.
L of Alathia is at the start of the message.
Right.
It's the
So
same.
there's
La-
thing.
five
Two diagonals
provinces.
Oh, there's a guide here that I'm trying to show everything. There we go.
Benathia, arguably most important, houses the capital.
And that's in the center. So that must be the one with the triangle shape.
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah.
That thing there for
No
something.
triangle shapes in the
So
message.
we know the
so-
beginning letter of all of these things, whatever that means.
Whilst they're doing this, because I can't make head nor tail of anything, I'm going to head to the door and keep watch.
You don't see much activity in the doorway beyond. You get the impression you're in a quiet spot between watches, but I will have that on note that you are watching for anyone else coming through.
Oh, is that a K? That's a K sound for like Caricia. That must be Caricia down on the right. So that's the last. The last bit of the first word is a K. So like it starts with a L and it ends with a K. Link, look, like.
The province of Dalmatia is where the old kings came from.
Have we got a dish?
Oh, this. Maybe that's a.
We're in Phylaxia, so and I know that we know that there's seas near here, so we've got to be somewhere on the coast.
Oh, the coast.
Sometimes the captain
Phylaxia, I
used to
think,
show
is
me
on
the
the
map.
coast.
Yeah, that's where we are.
Yeah, that second letter in Phylaxia, that's like an E, so that's an E. That's like a what do we say? That's an
that's the...
AE? No, that can't be right.
I've got the middle thing. I don't know really what it says, but maybe this guy does. It's like a this thing, and then a this thing, and then a this thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
The.
The.
Yeah.
That means the. So something. Something.
L something.
Lock the something. Lock the
There's a lot of letters on the topmost place. What's that going to be called? A place up north.
Oh. Hold on.
Oh, like the Northern Darklands.
That's the one.
So it's lock. It is lock.
It's lock.
Lock
No, it's the no. That's the R sound. Lock the AR. Oh, is it gonna be like armory or something?
Don't know, but it sounds like something's not locked, and I like that.
You literally hit it bang on the nail there. Lock the armory. I was tempted to leave that going for a while, but I think given the technological constraints, you guys have got the gist of this one down, and this is an entire alphabet to figure out. So I will pop a proper alphabet down in a bit. The full message, well done. Message to Captain Borson. Remember to lock the armory. I don't care how inconvenient you find it, rules are rules. We caught a servant wearing one of our helmets the other day. Again! You guard the armory. Olma guards the stores. I guard the prisoner. Do your job. And if you forget the code, remember, there's little value in the past, and only gold lies in our future, and we serve no kings.
Ooh. Is that's like the full message in the letter?
Yeah.
And the guy, so the guy
I'll
who
pop
reads.
that on.
Okay.
Nice.
Now, on my knowledge of Kah Nath, where would they normally keep an armory?
You reckon?
Uh,
I reckon you'd know. Where you are at the moment, the prison block is going to be as far away from the main door as possible. But if there was a prison break, they'd want the weapons close at hand to be able to block it. So you reckon the corridor you're in at the moment is a promising start.
Oh, as in we might be in the armory right now? Or the...
Where you are at the moment is the prison block.
Yeah.
And Tanbor can see...
Oh, yeah, right, the door
you
got
can see all
opened.
the way through the corridor. You reckon the armory is going to be fairly close by?
I'm gonna make my way down the corridor carefully and just see if I can hear anything, notice anything. Yeah.
Gonna edge up as well to the door with my bow to back anyone up.
Everyone dies.
Not today.
He looks genuinely confused that you keep denying that.
I mean, technically, he isn't wrong.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
So stepping outside the door, I'd say whilst that was going on, Tanbor, you possibly saw 2 guards moving from the door on the right at the end of the hallway into the door on the left.
Okay.
They looked fairly relaxed, as if they were coming off duty.
Okay. So I'm going to creep up. I'm just going to approach the doors carefully. I want to see if there's any bars or any keyholes I might be able to peek through.
Roll me a quick stealth check, just low DC, just to make sure you don't roll in that one.
Certainly, I'll see if I can do that with if I can figure out where that would be on the character sheet, or I'll just roll it.
Any D20 will do.
Okay, hang on, I found it. So, I don't know, am I just double-clicking this?
No,
Anyway,
I think it's
No,
the
no.
nature of the thing. It just gives you 2 rolls so that if you got advantage, you take both. If you got a disadvantage,
okay.
you take the lowest. So just read the first one, basically.
5.
As I said, wasn't a very high DC. It's purely to see if you barreled into something.
Mhm.
But no, when you press your ear against the door, you do make a bit of a thump, but nothing significant. From where you are, you can tell there's a lot of noise coming from the door on the other side of the hallway. A lot less from this one, just vague muttering on there.
I'll signal.
I've been creeping along.
I'll point at the door where there's loud noise, and I'll go, no.
I'll signal back to anyone left behind and just be like telling everyone to shush, and then. But I'm guessing there's no other way out except this way, unless we're trying to break out the barred windows, right? So.
The doors don't have any bars on them. They're just solid doors, no holes, no way of.
Yeah, solid doors. There is a lock, but you haven't checked to see if it is actually locked or not.
Well, can I look through the lock and just see if I can see through the lock?
Give me a perception check.
I will happily do that. Let me click the perception button and see this. 7.
No, you can see vaguely through it, so there's a well-lit room beyond. But all you can see is a sconce, a lit torch on the wall opposite.
Okay, well, I'm going to go into the top left corner and have my halberd ready. And kind of nod towards that door.
Okay, I'll take up position on the other side.
So which one was the noisy one? Now that I can actually see down the corridor, it's the east.
The one on the right.
Okay, the one on the right is noisy. The one on the left is
I'll point at the noisy
quiet.
one again and go, no.
Okay. All right, I will stay back because I'm more range, but I won't go super close. But be ready.
Are our new friends from the other cell following, or have they stayed behind?
They are following Lorg fairly closely. Alaric is still guarding the other 2.
Is the where is so we've got an unconscious Kah Nath soldier, and we've got a messenger boy. We had the keys to the cell, right? Can we lock the boy in the cell? And are we bringing the unconscious guy as?
Is that not what we did? I thought we locked him in the cell.
Well, it was talked about. I don't know if it was confirmed, so that's why I'm asking.
The guard was left on the table. If you want to retroactively say that you plonked him in there.
I think if we're not
I think we
carrying
left
them
it-
with us as leverage, then we should just throw them in a cell, yes. Because he's going to become conscious at some point.
Yeah.
On a 20 roll on his con save, he literally wakes up as he's being chucked into the cell. Do you have any particular parting messages for him?
Oh, I mean, I don't know if
This
I'm
is
there.
the one that mocked you right at the start.
Oh, it'd be like, oh, I hear there's an easy way out. Good luck, and just leave him.
Oh, is there an easy way out, sir? Shut up, kid. Fantastic. The door is closed and locked. I'm glad someone remembered that because he just woke up.
I was thinking, I don't think we confirmed that. We got hooked into messaging deciphering and didn't really pay attention to what we were doing with the people. Cool.
Now we're in the corridor. I'm just going to point to our new friends and do the charade of pointing to the noisy door and being like,
And Lorg starts moving towards the noisy door.
Try and hold him back, but he's probably big.
No.
Kill. Everyone dies.
Don't go in.
Not yet. Hold. Wait. Savor the moment.
Come back here, Lorg. Back here. Sorry.
Everyone dies later when we have more weapons.
He visibly shrinks in disappointment. It's all right. You'll get to kill people in a minute. Don't worry. Hey, what? Not you, Bormley. Right, you have the hallway all set. Everyone else is back in the far side.
Okay, I'm going to open the door carefully and see if I can get an angle on what's going on inside. Ready to run in if they spot me.
Give me a stealth or sleight of hand check if you want to try and open this cautiously.
I'll do that. I'll click my magic button again. 11.
Yeah, you open it just a crack, and you can see this is definitely looking like the armory, possibly the barracks. You can see all manner of weaponry and heavy chests, and you can see two figures from that angle, one of whom appears to be large and heavily armored, one of whom is another one of the guards that you fought earlier. But you can't see anything on the northern side of the room.
I'll hold up two fingers to indicate there's two in this door.
Everyone sees
I've
them,
crept
they
up
seem
to
in your
the
direction.
back so that I can be ready to look indoors.
Okay, I'm going to run in.
Hey!
I've got my halberd. I'm just going to go for whichever guy's closest.
I'll follow.
We're down on music again.
Roll initiative.
Oh God.
It's
Off
meant to be
again.
ominous. It's not. You got a surprise round, so this could be a very quick one.
Oh. That's convenient, Alan. You got the good initiative there, which makes sense for what you're about to do.
Slightly better rolls than last time.
I'm gonna go grab a drink. Hope he's not all over before I get back.
Tanball, what did you get?
19.
Beautiful. Yep, that's kept up to date. Good. You have to check the initiative tracker every now and then it lies. Right. Tanball, you're going in first. I'll open up the door for you.
Okay.
Stepping in, you immediately see another guard just north of your position. A fairly heavily armored person with a morning star in the middle of a room, and another guard just below. They look completely taken off guard.
Well, I'll go for the heaviest armored guy with my halberd. I'm just going to go straight in and attack him.
Backy,
Go for
backy.
it.
So I click the halberd thing.
In theory, yeah, you click halberd on your character sheet. or you can roll a d20 and we'll just add the 5 manual.
Okay, I'm trying to click it. Okay, I'll just roll it. What do I roll? I'm sorry. Let's roll.
You always roll a d20 if you're, unless it's damage, right?
Yeah, d20, and we just add a +5.
13 plus 5 then.
That's definitely a hit.
Okay.
So that's 1d10 plus 3 slashing damage.
Okay. Okay, that's 4 plus 3, so that's 7.
You've stepped through the door. With the reach of a halberd, you're able to bring the weapon straight down onto his shoulder, splintering the shoulder pads of his armor. He lets out a gruff cry of surprise, but is still standing.
I don't think there's anything else I can do, so what I might do is I'm out of range of him, right?
Yeah, I've assumed that you're using the halberd to keep 10 feet away, so you're currently out of range.
Then have I still got movement? Can I run back out the room?
You've still got 20 feet of movement, I'd say. If
Okay, I'll run back out the room and go back into the corner then.
You charge in, crack with your halberd, and in an odd style possible sound effects, dart back out again.
And I'll just whisper to them. There's 3 of them.
Kah Nath guard number 1 misses turn for surprise round. Edric, you're up.
Okay. Well, I yeah, I'm just gonna go attack this guy with my long sword. So I've got a few different long swords on my character sheet. There's like a one. Oh, that's the same as that one. Okay. Anyway, attack with that long sword. So that's a 15.
That's if you want one-handed or two-handed. Two-handed, you'll do a bit more damage if you want to use that one.
Okay. And there's no. So what's the disadvantage to using it two-handed? Is there any?
You don't get to use
No
the
shield. Yeah.
Oh right.
So your armor class goes down.
Oh, I see. No. Well, do it one-handed. So it's 15 to hit.
That's definitely a hit. Roll your damage.
5.
This guy was literally in the middle of changing his suit of armor, and you've stuck him with a long sword. He is bloodied and gagging as the blade goes between his ribs. Still standing, but badly hurt.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's all I'll do.
Right. Ash, you're up. Filch, sorry.
Cool.
Katie is up next.
All right. I was back down the corridor when everything kicked off, so I guess I'll come up to the doorway if I can do that.
Yeah, so that's 20 feet of movement.
Yeah. And I have a short bow, so I am going to shoot at.
Cameras are messed up.
Oh, did I mess up the screen? Sorry.
Yeah, if you turn off, just cover your camera and then it doesn't. Oh, it's fine. Everyone's sort of essentially reset.
Where am I?
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ash.
Oh no, it's cool. So I'm going to shoot at the guy standing next to Edric.
Go for it. Delicious sneak attack.
Inside the room. Yes. So I'm doing a sneak attack, so I get an advantage on that.
It's a straight roll on the attack, but you get sneak attack because he's within 5 feet of one of your allies.
Yeah. Okay.
So straight roll on the d20.
Yep.
A 10 does not hit.
Ooh.
The arrow shoots past his head. He ducks at the last minute. Yeah, he's terrified, and he's just seen movement and has ducked out of the way of it.
Oh, sneaky little devil. Can I do anything else?
You got bonus action, dash, or stealth,
Yeah.
depending on what you fancy. If you bonus action stealth in the corridor, you get advantage on your next attack because they wouldn't know you're there.
Oh yeah, okay. Yes, I'll do that then. So I guess I'll step back and hide in the shadows somewhere. Yep. Magically just.
No roll needed. Che, you're up. From your position, you got a clean line of sight on the
yeah.
Kah Nath heavy right in front.
Yeah.
And you can hear fighting in the other northern side of the room.
So I'm gonna stay exactly where I am and shoot at this guy right here with my long bow. So yeah. Oh shoot! I didn't turn the. What's the sharpshooter again? What? But it says -5 with sharpshooter. I don't. Why would I ever use it? Is that a disadvantage?
It's kind of like Great Weapon Master. It takes -5 off of the attack roll, but you get a 10 flat of damage on the bonus.
Oh, I see. Oh well, I didn't have it turned on, so that's fine. I won't use it now. Oh shoot! I also wanted to Hunter's Mark. Can I Hunter's?
I will allow. Yep.
Okay, so I'll Hunter's Mark them, and then yes, and then shoot them with that. So 20 to hit.
Definitely hits, and you get the impression this guy is well armored. It's a good thing you didn't go for sharpshooter. So roll damage and then add d6 for the Hunter's Mark.
So roll. Oh, so 8 piercing with 6 for the Hunter's Mark. So that is a figure 14, right? Maths.
This guy is just starting to turn around with a massive morning star in his hand. He's setting himself up for a burly roar when your arrow shoots into his lung and it turns into a choked gargle. He's still standing, but he's very badly hurt.
I'll just do a shh to him.
Fantastic, right. The Kah Nath surprise round is over. Tanboy, you have the initiative.
Right, I'm going straight back in and doing exactly the same thing again to exactly the same guy.
Go for it. He's looking very badly hurt at the moment.
Okay.
I broke.
Right.
Hit him with a hammer.
So I
He's very badly injured.
right. So
plus 5.
Okay. So 15.
I'd say with the amount of damage he's taken already, I will count that. His armor class is 16, but I generally say that when someone's under 10 hit points, they start crumbling. So roll your damage.
Right. So
I'm a firm believer in momentum in combat.
okay. What was I can't tell what I roll. Sorry.
Fine. No. Roll 20 is a confusing beast. I think it's at the. Where have you gone? There you are. Halberd. 1d10 plus 3. Oh, Jesus.
8.
How do you want to do this?
How tall is the ceiling?
The roof's about 10 feet tall. And
Okay.
the guy facing you is about 6 feet.
Okay, so I'm going to get the full arc of the halberd, and then all the way through the arc, right down, splitting his head in two.
Nice.
Crunches through helmet, bone, and you just see this horrific figure teetering for a moment before it collapses limp to the ground. As a former Kah Nath, you would recognize that person had a captain's insignia on him.
Well, I'm going to go to I'm going to go and stand where he fell. Okay.
Right, Kah Nath guard.
You're
Not much
disgusting
you
the
can-
chat. They are horrified by you smashing a guy in half.
The Kah Nath guard is going to get a 17 attacking Edric. Did you keep your shield on, Edric?
Yes, I
Edric
did.
is-
Yeah.
Yeah, you deflect the blow. The sword comes in, you block it, the training of the Kah Nath, saving your life. He is looking wounded and spooked at this point. He is going to... Yeah, he's going to try it. He's going to step back towards a door behind him. So Edric, if you want to take an attack of opportunity.
I will do, yes.
Just moving my character inside so the audience can see what's going on inside.
Oh, yeah.
It's 18 to hit.
Oh, that definitely hits.
5 damage.
Guess how many hit points this fellow had?
5?
5!
Yay!
Yeah, he turns and rushes towards the door. He's about to start yelling, "Ha!" when your sword comes down between his shoulder blades, and he just drops to the ground. The clatter of his sword.
Wish I didn't have to do that.
There's no reasoning with these guys. You should know that by now.
Say, Filch and Che, you still have a turn, and there is a lone guard at the south of the room watching you exchanging words.
8. Is me next?
Filch, yep, you're up.
I'm gonna pop back into the doorway. Same as before. Oh no, I can't see the guy from there. I might have to step in through the doorway.
Yeah,
there we go.
you can ignore me because I'm not in theory there.
Okay.
I'm just cameraman for
very
now.
cozy. With Kate at the doorway. And I'm gonna pop up this guy. Can I reach that far with a short bow?
Yeah, roll with advantage. That's well within range.
Excellent. We go.
Oh yeah, 23 is definitely a hit. You need. This guy's not taking a hit yet. So,
Okay.
roll damage with sneak attack. Oh Jesus!
That was the sneak thing. Oh, hang on. So then I need to hit the short bow.
Oh Jesus!
Is that right?
Yeah, because you very nearly doubled his hit point total with that amount of damage. Yeah, describe how this looks.
Okay, so I pop out through the doorway like a little ghost putting its head over the top of a hole, and pull out the bow and just like, but it's so fast it just kind of just goes straight through him, like the whole arrow just goes straight through his body, and then just pings off the wall, and he kind of just goes, and then sideways like a little tree falling over.
If you didn't have inspiration before, you definitely have it now. The guards are down. They have not been able to summon help. We are out of initiative, and you have made it to the armory.
3.
Well, let's see what's in these chests then.
I'm going to search the captain and the chest I'm in front of.
I'm
if
gonna
I
run
could open
down
them.
to this end and have a look at this one.
Looking at the various chests, curiously, none of them have keyholes.
Ooh.
The captain himself had about 5 boars and a wolf.
Okay.
And this is where we come on to something where you can see on the wall a couple of portraits, and you can see on the table in one section a collection of coins, seem to be of various mintage.
Oh, this has got something to do with what was in the message.
Oh, gold Gold in our future. Remember that
Gold,
bit?
yeah.
No value in the, only gold in the future. We serve no kings, but only the kings are gold. So how does that work?
Looking at the
Like,
coins.
scratch the king off the coin.
Looking at the various coins, one thing you notice that there aren't any king coins. That's, as I understand it, the largest denomination. Very rare to find. And none of them are present in this collection. You have all of the other ones. You have eagles, wolves, stags, horses, and boars. And if you look on the back, you can see different stamps across all of them. So all of them have one particular stamp. You can see griffins, gargoyles, dragons, sprites, and giants.
Okay.
And on the table in front of you, looks to be 5 slots for 1 coin each.
5 slots for 1 coin each. So we've got to get these.
He's got to put them in the right order.
Little value in the past. So we want the smaller values of coin. Wait, but each different value of coin. So wait, how many coins are there?
5.
There are 5 coins. They're one of each of the animals.
But also 1 each of years. Or is it? I can't remember. Is it every year or is it every 10 or I've forgotten when it changes.
Every
Century.
Come on,
Century. So these are like, so there's some really old
Oh,
coins.
these coins are really old.
I think Phil should
Oh,
be the
wait,
first one to
does that mean
notice
they're
these are not genuine coins.
Oh,
They are
right.
counterfeit.
They're kind of more tokens, fake coins. So we're in the, I mean, like giants. That's a normal coin. That's now.
No, dragons.
Dragons.
Oh, wait,
I heard-
dragons?
That's next
What,
century.
what cave have you been living in?
No, he said we were in the time of
What year is it?
giants at the beginning of this story.
The time of giants is when the first North King came down.
Oh, well, maybe I was listening to the story. Yes, okay. So I heard the time of dragon. Okay, fine. Good point.
Been in this prison a long time, friend.
I live in the
Well,
woods,
the-
you know. I don't pay attention.
If we got one with a dragon on the back, that would be the oldest one.
I will say,
dragon is the
Bormley
oldest one?
is looking at the portraits on the walls. They seem to be depicting different things.
Oh.
Okay, let's have it all. There's more to it. What are these portraits?
You can see the sun shining over golden fields as sprites dance
Gold.
with the farmers.
Oh.
A king riding resplendent as figures far larger battle among the mountains.
It's giants. Giants in that
Yeah,
one.
land when the king came, right?
It tells us the order that we need to put the coins. These are the order of the coins.
All right, what's in the next
Kind of.
one?
They're how they link. Sprites are with
Sprites,
farmers.
giants.
So farmers. What?
Hang on. Let's look at all of them and then see if we can see what we can see.
Uh-huh.
What's in the next one?
Fortresses being constructed with gargoyles on the walls.
All right.
Yeah.
A masked figure standing guard with a dragon overhead. The masked figure will be very familiar to our two Kah Nath.
Okay.
And a king
Master.
being slain as a regal griffin looks aside.
Ah. So the king with giants and a king slain. Griffin.
Right. What was the second one again? The second one.
Sprites if with farmers,
Second one
was
with
it?
Giants.
In golden fields of
First
Oh
one with
farmers.
yeah,
farmers.
giants and kings was the.
Giants
Yeah.
and king ones.
Giants with kings, sprites in golden fields with farmers.
Yeah.
As you say, the kings came from the north in the time of giants. The king is riding in that one.
Yep. So,
So are we just trying to put them in the?
in the order of history.
This is history order, yeah, on the wall, right? So it's
Yeah. So
right first.
who was
Then
it?
the king come in. Then him building. I don't know where that is going to be. You know,
What, the
Nath
fortress?
Tenor, whatever it was before it was Nath Tenor. Not so good at history. Then
The king slain and then the masked dragon? When's
Yeah,
the,
it's not-
what's the
it's-
do the kind of
fortress?
Maybe that's a period of construction.
Yeah.
After the kings conquered the place, they would have been building fortresses all over the place.
But it's not in the right order, though.
What do you mean?
The dragon should be last. The dragon should be last.
The dragon is last.
The giant.
Oh, the
No, the
paintings
griffin's
are out
last.
of order, yes. I think
No,
you have to
but
order up the coins.
we're just the portraits. These pictures just show us some of the history. They're not showing us the order, are they? Or are they?
They're sort of showing.
order.
Yeah, they're showing the different
The linking.
ages of the world, as it were.
Yeah.
It's up to you to put them in the correct order.
Yeah. Yeah. So do we get an idea of whether the top is like now and the bottom is past, or the other way around, or anything? Like, how does the slots
Oh yeah,
look?
that's it. Yeah, the furthest away from you would be the furthest back in time.
Right, so past
So,
to future is sort of thing. Yeah, so
Yeah.
sprites, king giant, gargoyles, griffin, and dragon. Wait, so yeah.
Dragon and griffin.
No, the griffin was the killing of the king in Montfort's
Wait,
time.
are we doing it in actual historical order? Or are we doing it in portrait order?
Historical order. No?
Okay. Yeah, so then griffin and dragon at the end, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, let's try it. Well, wait, what does this even do? Do we know what this does? Can I?
No,
I wanna
no
look around
idea.
and see.
What
In case
is
it opens up
the
a door or something.
value of coinage that you've put in order?
I
You
haven't
have
put them in
a
yet.
boar,
Have
you
a
have a
look.
horse, you have a wolf, a stag, and an eagle.
And there, so which is which? So the eagle on the back has what?
Each of them has one of the historical elements, so you get the impression that you have an eagle with a dragon, an eagle with a griffin, an eagle with
Oh,
a
so there's a
sprite.
lot of different coins, but so we have to choose. Like, if we want to put the sprite in, we need to know which we're going to choose to go with the sprite.
Exactly.
Got you,
which-
got
Oh,
you.
that's what it means. Little value in the past, only gold lies in the future. So we're
Gotta
gonna start
find-
with the smallest value. We're gonna start with a boar, or a boar of
Sprite.
a giant boar with
No,
giants.
no, boar with sprite.
Sorry, an horse with giants, and then a boar with sprites. Is it sprites and then gargoyles, or gargoyles and then sprites?
I don't know the
can't
sprites
remember.
one. I
think they
thought
would be-
Ash said that
Yeah.
sprites were before the king came, but I don't know.
Well, they would have built the walls with the gargoyles on, and then there was a time of plenty. So maybe the farmers.
So the sprites are the time of plenty.
So it's giants,
Okay,
then
So it's
gargoyles, then sprites.
right,
So you want gargoyles.
and then
Uh,
4 and
no,
5.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
So the giant is the cheapest one, whatever that is.
Giants
Is that
and
boar?
boars.
Okay.
Yeah.
So giant boar.
No,
And then-
the horse is the smallest coin.
I don't deal with
none of them get you
Come
enough.
on,
They're
you
all
don't-
like worthless.
You
I
guys
just
fucking rob
traded
some.
meats, okay?
So we want an horse with a giant first,
Yeah.
Giant horse.
and then a gargoyle with a boar.
Okay.
No, yeah. Then a sprite with a stag.
Stag. Wolf. Wolf.
Stag.
Wait, we would know
Oh,
this, right,
I'm
Greg?
not
What's the order of the coins that we should actually know?
I don't really trade in anything larger than a boar, but
No, well, who has anything larger
eagle's
than a
the most
boar?
expensive.
Yeah,
Slightly
it's a
gonna
wolf.
be,
I think it's wolf, stag, then eagle. I think.
do
Don't
you
know.
try
Someone
those?
bring up the web page.
I will say,
And,
with the
do
people
we-
beside you, you've got the gist of the
Mhm.
thing, and one of you has said it correctly. Horse giant, boar gargoyle, wolf and sprite,
Wolf.
stag and griffin, eagle
Stag.
and dragon.
Yeah.
As you fit those
That's
last
really
coins
that.
into position, you can hear
I'm
as the
watching the
various chests unlock.
door right now, like as in the door that's shut. I'm through the looking through our door to the other door, ready in case someone comes our way. In case this triggers some sort of alarm.
I'll search the. I'll search the box that's right in front of me.
In the various chests that have now unlocked, you can find 2 potions of healing. So make a note that's 2d4 plus 2, I believe it is, healing when you use them. And lots of suits of Kah Nath armor.
Let's put these on, filthy as it may be.
Hey,
God,
nothing
tell me
filthy about it.
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna grab her.
Never thought I'd wear one of these again.
Right. So, okay. Yep. Gonna try and put over the top of my clothes.
Boots laced up and
Yeah, you're gonna have to jump forward in time about an hour now.
Yeah, just lacing the boots alone. Do we get a short rest? What?
Put the leg guards on.
No rest.
The boots on, so now I can't get them on over my feet.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you got to take the boots off again now, just to be able to. Everyone lacing each other up.
We'll help each other get the armor on.
Getting changed, you notice that Lorg goes into one of the rooms and comes back a minute later with a bloody axe.
These are
fairly
rooms.
Pleased.
Oh, okay.
Lorg, where have you been?
Around,
Oh.
you can see there was a barracks in there
There's a
that would have been able to send help, but now Lorg has made sure that everyone there will sleep forever.
Oh, damn. Everybody dies. So there's another door down the bottom. Is that door open?
Take a look in here. I'm gonna go over and look through that door. I'm in my Kah Nath uniform now.
A horrible smell assails you as you discover the privies.
Oh!
Lovely.
Well, I'd like to blame Laffles for this one, but not sure we can. It's just the result of a good old Kah Nath diet.
It does look fairly well maintained.
Does anyone need to go before we go? Because
I've put on the armor now. Oh. Yes, skip forward again in time, as they all have a bio break.
I'm gonna search the barracks, see if there's anything there to be found.
Yeah.
I'd say you find a scattering of coins. No one here seems very well paid. You find, let's say, 20 horses and 5 boars in total. Also a smattering of daggers, and in one case, a wonderfully penned letter that you show to Bormley, and the two of you manage to decipher.
Doesn't make any sense to me. What's this say?
Darling one, long to be in your arms. Make me tremble. Oh my! I don't think that's for us.
Look, carry on.
I see.
Oh, I think I'll just leave that here. Oh, he's dead. Oh no. No, nothing else of tremendous value amongst them.
Well, this is not the way out. I think the only way out is through the rest of them.
What, in that room back there that you told us not to
not to
go in?
Heard quite a lot of activity in that room. So.
Right, well, we all look like them now, so we could just sort of march in there, knock our heads on the door on the way in, and
let's march in there like we own the place.
Yeah, bit of saluting.
I suggest one of us trained in the we take the lead. You just copy what we do.
Yeah, me and you will go first.
What about our mates here, Mr. Barracks?
Follow up the back.
Yeah, we can. We'll head back to the cells. They wonder. Oh no, there's a lot of dead bodies here, aren't there? We'll clean up here, That way, if someone does come by, they're less likely to raise the alarm.
Yes, you'll just look like you're cleaning up the mess.
Wait until the screaming stops and then follow us, yeah?
Oh, sounds good.
Right then, shall we?
Yeah.
Right, I'll walk straight into the other door and
I'm going to copy exactly.
Confidently march into the room.
I'm gonna really want to have my bow out, but I will put it on my shoulder and try and look very calm.
You all adjust your little masks, make sure the
Everyone
helmets are on straight.
Everyone look natural. We're just looking for the way out. Don't talk to them unless they talk to you.
As you have two Kah Nath with you, I'm not going to ask for the sleight of hand or performance checks, because you've got two experts on the field there. As you open the door, you encounter what appears to be the main hall. It is a large chamber, the ceiling about 15 feet high, well lit with various ornate torches. A large, beautiful mahogany table is the centerpiece of the chamber, and a massive fireplace is set against one of the far walls. At the moment, you can see guards all over the place.
Oh, just noticed using that.
And a mysterious figure speaking in hushed tones towards the person who appears to be the commander of the garrison. You can't at present hear what they're saying, but they look agitated.
Troops, form up on patrol. And then I'll just walk straight across to the other door and ignoring everything. Just by the left, quick march.
So you're going to try and march along here?
Yeah, straight to the other door.
Straight on.
As you start approaching, the guards to either side do turn and they glare at you as if you have just nearly committed blasphemy. And they start pointing.
I'll go with Kah Nath salute, whatever that looks like.
Yeah.
I'll try and copy whatever it is Alan is doing.
One of them, do a group performance check, actually.
Okay.
Performance check.
Oh, this is going to go really well.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. I think it's a natural 20 for Kate, isn't it?
Yeah.
Shay?
I think it must have been because I don't. Yeah, I've only got a +1 to performance, so yeah, that 20.
Yeah, I'm on an 11.
You had 2 fails, 2 successes, and one of the natural 20 bumps it up to a full success. I'm going to say one of the salutes was going to come up from one of the rear guard, which would have really given the game away. Che just quickly holds the hand down. Nope, let him handle it. One of the Kah Nath looks satisfied but annoyed. Are you new, mate?
Oh, they've just been assigned. We're supposed to be on patrol. This lot were asleep in the barracks. I had to chivvy them up.
What's the password?
Do I know what Kah Nath passwords normally sound like?
It varies from garrison to garrison. Usually, you could tell a password by finding one of the officers or the high-ranking people, or
well, I did search his body.
Yeah, but no note saying what any password's going to be on that.
Oh, yeah.
Even if you did have a password, you can't just go out the door. I mean, have you seen who's standing at the table? If you got to go by, go down the mess hall, get some grub or something. Almost see to you if you need.
Right, well, are you hungry? Let's grab some food. Let's get some food. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah, best not to interrupt the important meeting.
Sir, don't we have orders? Urgent orders that we need to go, you know?
We do, but, we don't want to be interrupting this. This is above my pay grade.
Nothing short of a beacon being lit is going to make us open that door right now, mate. You might have orders, it all might be very upstanding, but the Commander Shrike's busy. I don't want to talk to the other fellow or have him notice me at all. So, no, you're not going through the door.
Understood.
If the beacon's lit, we're all going out that door quick. Unless that happens or you give me a password, you're staying in. Get some grub. Blame me if it all goes down.
Let's go get some grub then, folks.
Yep. I'm gonna grab Edric a little bit and try and just pull him along, going, but like doing a sort of point towards the masked guy at the table and be like, we don't need to deal with this right now. We'll find another way.
It was a brief moment when the eyes in the mask do turn in your direction.
I'll salute.
Turn back. He looks back to the commander.
I walk into the mess hall and see lots of people and be like,
Yeah, you step in there and immediately you're assailed with the sound of a lot of Kah Nath troops. There's a nice fire in the center that they all seem to be relaxing around. Yet even in the mess hall, they're all wearing full armor. A lot of their masks are down so they can eat, but other than that, especially with a special guest around, everyone is looking on full authority form. You've got food doled out on the various tables on the far end, and a much smaller door leading into the other chamber.
I'm gonna head straight for the food. Casual, sort of nonchalant.
I'll go check out the other door.
Been in jail a while, and I could use a snack.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll come with you to the other door.
I'm heading towards. Sorry.
I'll salute the Kah Nath as I go.
Just saluting him. Yeah, I'm heading to the tables as well.
A couple of them automatically salute you back.
But I'm more looking at the all of. Oh, sorry. I will adjust the map for the people at home. But I'm kind of looking at all of the food and everything like that with a bit of disgust at how. I mean, I don't know how well it is, but I'm going to assume for flavour that they've got quite nice food on the table, and considering that I was caught for poaching and things, I'm like, all these people who are starving outside. So I'm gonna, I'm gonna try and like load up. I don't know if there's plates. I'm gonna try and load up stuff, but then actually kind of stash it all into a satchel of some kind. Not loads, but like enough without causing an obvious sweeping of the table. If I can.
No roll needed. Yeah, you fill a couple of pouches there's a lot of nice fruit and veg out on display.
Yeah.
There's what seems to have been
maybe salt and spices, things that are like a bit more unusual, that are smaller but could really help people sort of like just make their lives a little nicer. Might do that.
So you do find a pepper shaker. I imagine a spice like that would be fairly rare in this area, and oregano.
Oh, yes. Yeah, definitely nicking some of the spices because they're easy to carry but like different.
See Chase stealing stuff and being like, oh, we're doing this, are we? And then if there's any like silverware, I'm going to go at that. Getting away.
We're left for two shady people near the food aisle.
Raccoon hands.
So I want to investigate the door. Can I open it?
Yep. You open the door and find on the far side what appears to be a larder and a kitchen. A single, fairly large figure is within. Seems to be late middle-aged lady who's currently ladling a huge cauldron of stew.
Greetings, cook. You don't mind if me and my platoon file out this way, do you?
Oh, hello, darlings. You must be new here. Do come in, let me have a look at you. Come on. Line up by the table, that's what you fellows do, isn't it? Sorry, the fellows and ladies. Oh dear, there's barely any meat on some of you. I suppose that's why you joined the Kah Nath, isn't it? A few square meals a day. And that's where Alma comes in, makes sure that you're all well fed.
Yeah, it's very nice of you, but does this door here behind you, does this lead outside? We just need to get out.
Outside? No. That leads to the servants' quarters and the priest's quarters and, of course, the commander's quarters, but you don't want to go down there, trust me. He gets ever so grumpy if you start cleaning up there out of hours. And besides, I don't suppose any of you know whether or not Flossie's been fed today.
Flossie?
You've not met Flossie? Oh, she's delightful! Glorious, huge wolf. And you feed her the right amounts of food, she goes to sleep, and you can give her all the tummy squitches in the world. If you're a prisoner, then she eats you alive, but once she gets to know you, she's lovely.
No, I don't think she has been fed today. Do you want me to take it through to her?
Oh, that would be lovely. I've got just the thing for it. Let me have a look around. Oh, I can trust all of you with the food, can't I? You're not going to be naughty little boys and girls.
Of course not.
Well, our soldiers were the.
I'm a sergeant.
Mouth of truth, this.
Yeah.
Eye of justice and all that.
Give me deception check. I'm going to say Edric with advantage.
Ooh. You rolled exactly the same. Wow.
Yes, that's a 4.
How perceptive is Alma? She didn't get a 12, so she clocks something's off about you, but not enough to make a thing about it. You do see that she grips the ladle in one hand a little bit harder. Well, I've got some Legate's leaf over in the pantry, and I think I'll keep that on me if you don't mind. And that usually helps to put Flossie down for a good while. Leave a bottle of that somewhere. Who knows who's going to lose? Well, everyone's going to sleep well, suffice to say.
I'll pay close attention to where that's being put.
You see she puts it in a small... she's wearing a massive apron that's got various pockets in it. She puts it in one to the far right, and you can see a small jingling set of keys on her belt beside it.
Is she going to be walking back through the mess hall? Because we haven't seen any other doors, so I'm going to assume she potentially is going to the cell to drop stuff through the hole? Or which direction does she look like she's going in, I guess?
I reckon she would inform you that she gives the food to the messengers, and the latest messenger hasn't come back lately.
Yeah. Okay.
Flossie's food in particular, the messenger would run through the mess and back along the way you came to get there. Alma is in charge of the kitchens at the moment and is showing no signs of leaving it.
Okay, so she's not
the messenger got sent out. Like, he said to go down to the Illian Crossroads with a message for one of the commanders. So we don't mind. We're off duty. We can't get out because the conference going on in the next room. So why don't we take the food through to Flossie for you?
No, I think I'd rather send it to the messenger if you don't mind. I think I'm going to carry on preparing dinner. And yeah, she's eyeing you up a little bit more skeptically at the moment. But she does start moving back towards the food and preparing it again. You can see there's a door to the north that leads back to the main hall, and a door to the right that she said leads to the servants' quarters.
Well, since we're new here, do you mind if we have a look around the servants' quarters just so we know the layout of the land? It's just for security, you know? We need to know the way around just in case of attack.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Should I be letting a soldier of the Kah Nath army all the way back into the servants' quarters? Who knows what intentions you have?
Well, if we're attacked through the servants' quarters, we need to know our way around. I'm just thinking about security here.
Give me a persuasion check.
Not very good at persuasion.
Can I offer some assistance?
No.
There's no.
Che, if you want to chip in and have your own
I
go,
was
then
I was just gonna say something like, if anyone's gonna attack you, it's gonna be the people that have to work for you. Like, so, as a sort of like extra incentive. But do you want me to try what was I trying? Deception.
Persuasion or intimidation, depends what how you want to phrase that.
I mean, both are terrible. Well, not terrible, but they're +1 on deception and intimidation. My charisma is not great. Same with persuasion. So I'll just try this. Oh no, I make it worse. I get a 1.
She took offense to that. She did not like that.
I have an idea of how that could happen, but if you want first dibs on how the deception goes that catastrophically wrong.
I'll say something like, well, if I was a servant of the Kah Nath, I know I'd want to just, something that sort of like clearly makes it out that I don't like the Kah Nath very much. Maybe it's just like, if I was a servant here, that would be perfect in for just, something like that. And just trying to help, but really just digging a hole.
I think as you say this, you sort of tilt your head, intending to be sort of fairly cheerful, and at that point the buckle holding your helmet on snaps and your helmet falls off to one side.
Oh, I hate these bloody things. How does anyone deal with them?
Cut! Can we get costume in?
Alma is drawing in a breath to scream.
I'm nowhere near her to be able to stop that.
Right,
I lunge at her and try and put a hand over her mouth.
I'm going to jump towards the door.
Where's the food that she gave us?
Did she give us?
There's food laid out on the table.
No, but she gave us food for the dog.
No, she didn't. Yeah, she didn't because of the low deceptions at the time. She was starting to get a little bit sus.
So where's
that food? I reckon would be on the table down here. There's a bowl of kibble.
Right, I'm going to grab it. I'm going to grab it and see if I can force feed her it.
Oh God!
Oh God! Choke her to death rather than just muffle her mouth.
Well, the thing is, it'll send her to sleep, right?
I
Well,
was going to remind you guys about the hero points.
Oh yes, that's true. We didn't talk about hero points. We're not heroes.
No, a hero is very.
I think there would be a beautiful irony, however, in using a hero token to force feed Chef Alma the tranquilizer.
Yeah, dog food, basically.
You start out going for such good intentions, and then you're forced feeding poison dog food. I mean,
sounds like normal D&D to me.
Filch, you hear this odd clattering going on in the kitchen, and people do start sort of looking up confused.
I've tried to pull the door shut if it wasn't when this starts to go down to try and muffle it a little.
You can see,
but only a little.
helmetless Che is in the doorway, sort of looking like she's trying to.
Yeah, I'll give them a look of, and then try and shut the door. As get your ass in here, or don't, or something.
What I want to do is to try and create a distraction in here, so that the other soldiers in here don't follow. I have some oil, a flask of oil in my pack, and I want to try and roll it or drop it in the fire so that it will go up in a big, when everyone will be distracted from what's happening in the kitchen. That's my intention. So, I don't know, is that a sleight of hand, or
if you want to make it look accidental, sleight of hand,
Yep. Yep. Cool. So I'm going to want. I don't know what they're doing, but I'm sure it's sus. So I head this way, and then just do a little on the way past, and just try and flick that in there so that no one sees what I'm up to. Sleight of hand. There you go.
Wow.
Oh God. The dice I rolled there was to see just how well that ignites, and about as well as it could. You surreptitiously just chuck the flask of oil in there, expecting sort of a little bit of a
carry on walking
spread.
past like a little drive-by.
And you hear the screams behind you as, I'd scared to say, this entire section of ground becomes an oil fire. The flames spread, and the guards are getting up and patting, desperately trying to put this fire out.
I opened the door slightly, going, we were trying to keep it, like, thinking we were trying to keep it down, and Liz now screaming, coming from the room and fire. I'm like... and I kind of look over at Alan's character thinking, we don't need to worry about making her stop screaming right now.
One of the Kah Nath slams the door shut so the people in the other room can't see what's going on, and yeah, they are all currently gathered around that fire. If you want to make it through.
Yeah, I'm heading over here. To anyone still in the way, I might be like, fire!
No,
fire!
Yeah, they're all distracted.
Right. So I'm gonna then try and like sneak into the kitchen and just see what's going on.
You enter the room to find Tambor and Edric restraining a portly dinner lady, and yeah, sort of trying to get a bowl of gruel down her mouth.
I'll be like, it's not what it looks like. I mean, he probably, I don't know. Can I pull him in and shut the door?
5 minutes. I was gone 5 minutes.
Can I be like, just, she had a bottle, just give it the bottle. Like, not the food, the bottle. Because
we need the bottle to drug the Flossie.
Well,
we need the bottle for everyone else.
Maybe there's more. While this is happening, can I have a look around to see if there are any other bottles like the one I saw her pocket?
Give me a perception check, please.
Oh, that's like terrible. Well, pretty terrible. 9.
No, you're not sure where she'd store that on a 9.
No, and she seemed to suggest she was taking it like that was the only one that she had, obviously. But so, well.
She is moving a lot less. She is calming down and starting to pass out of the stage.
Well, okay.
Whether it's the tranquilizer or you're not quite sure.
Okay.
Cool. But yeah, she is.
I'm terribly sorry about this. You seem like a very nice person, but we don't have time right now.
Yeah.
I am going to give her a D20 roll. If that had been a 20, then she would have just gone boom. Now, I've done a couple of rolls, and she hasn't been able to break a grip. So yeah, she falls asleep calmly, and you lay her down gently on the floor.
Right. Okay, I'm going to search here for the bottle. Yeah, give it. Yeah, whoever wants the bottle.
You find that bottle and another matching one. So you reckon you didn't get an idea of dosage off her, so you're not sure how much you're going to need. But looking at how quickly she went out, it is a powerful sedative.
And she's making a stew, right?
Yeah.
Just put it all in.
Wait, keep some. We don't know what's behind every door. Keep a little in the bottle. There might be other people we need to like.
Put one bottle in the stew, and we'll bring the other one. And the dog. Where's the dog food?
I'll take the rest of the dog food.
That lady.
Take the rest of the dog food.
There must be some more dog food somewhere.
Right. Just put the dog food in the stew. The rest of the dog food in the stew, and keep some of the bottle.
I just set a room on fire. We should probably make the most of that distraction. Stop messing around with dog food.
Yeah, they're too busy burning to get drugged by.
Can Can I take the door at the north edge of the room? Can I see through that at all, just to see if the main room is affected by a distraction or not?
You can see in the main room. They look more agitated than they were before, and 2 guards have moved over to check the doorway to find out what's going on. But they don't seem to be moving in your direction.
Okay.
But the 2 leading figures are still in close conversation, and there are still many guards around them.
Okay.
I reckon at this point, the one on the right does walk away and step through the door on the top right of the hall and vanishes from sight.
Okay.
That was.
You also see a small servant opens the door to the bottom right, sees what's going on, nods wearily, and just goes straight back out again.
What's through there? We going that way?
Looks like they're not headed for the kitchen. Let's see if we can. Let's explore. Let's take her out of here as well.
Shall we take her into the servants' quarters and lie her on a bed somewhere?
Let's do that.
Poor lady,
Bring her in.
Just covered in dog food. What a tragedy.
Oh, is the servant still in the doorway?
I reckon, yeah. She's come back with another one, and they're both looking at Chef Ulmer.
Yeah. She fainted. She's working so hard. Is there another way out through this way, or is it only?
She needs fresh air.
Servants' quarters. You've got a nice mattress for her there.
Wait, we just walked into this corridor. Didn't you say someone came in at the top?
You
door?
briefly glimpse a armored figure and several guards turning the corridor.
Oh
up
God!
north. He's going to do a quick perception.
Is he walking out carrying the person?
On a 12, he looks
We're all gonna
towards
die.
the group. Yeah, you're all carrying Ulmer, 3 of you and several of the servants, and you all turn as one. He looks at all of you and just carries on walking.
I'm fanning like she's passed out. Like
she needs help. Let's get her lying down.
Oh, not again, not again. She works so hard, poor Alma. She works far too hard. It's not like we get any good sleep around here anyway.
Let's lay her down
dear, oh dear.
and talk to the servant. Could you just keep an eye on her? Because I think she needs someone with her, just in case she gets any worse.
Oh, of course. We'll keep a close eye on her, love. Do remember to stop off at the temple before you go anywhere. You've been such dears. I'm sure the sisters would love to hear from you.
Let's make sure we do that, and I'll give her some of the money that I looted earlier on. Just make sure you stay with her, yeah.
Oh. I know. If you're in the mood to really help people, sometimes during the evenings we hear this awful wailing sound. So if you could possibly bring that up with Commander Shrike. I know she's very busy these days, but it's a terrible sound.
We'll be sure to do that. Tell me about the sound. Where does it come from?
Oh, it's not from out any of the windows that the person making this map forgot to put in. It sounds almost like it's coming through the door, but the only thing through there is the Temple to the Sisters. I don't know. Maybe,
it's coming. You think
put into the?
It might be coming from the temple. You think?
I hope not, but it might be. Maybe something's come through the roofing or got.
Is there a door to the north that we don't see in the map then?
You would have seen in your brief time in the corridor. There's a doorway.
Okay. So this is an enclosed space, but the way that the other people went is where. Okay,
yeah.
Got you.
So the commander looked like he was going down a corridor further up north.
Oh, that was
before the corridor. There is a door.
I see.
In the stone wall here.
Before we leave the servants' quarters, I just want to talk to the servant that we were chatting to before. So I'll look and check all the other guys have gone and just say, I'm sort of new at this. I literally signed up like last week, and I don't want to ask them because I think they're going to laugh at me. But the beacon, where's the beacon? I think I'm supposed to be watching it tonight, and I can't find my way around this place like a freaking maze. So, could you tell me which way it is?
Oh dear, they really aren't doing inductions very well in this place at all. The Kah Nath army is just so badly organized. And your friend over there, her helmet's come off. You might want to fix that.
Oh, yeah, she's nearly
struggling to put the thing back on. Being like,
well, the beacons are just outside the commander's window, a couple of 100 feet down in the greenery beyond. The whole idea is that if something happens in one of the watchtowers, a message comes to the commander, he shoots an arrow out the window, the beacon goes up, the entire garrison goes out, and they march onwards. But we've not had anything like that in weeks. Well, months.
No,
I don't know why they still have it, really. Everyone's been very quiet lately.
No, it's quite as good. No, that's really good. Don't tell anyone at us though, because I'm supposed to know this stuff. But memory like a sieve. I mean, they tell you it and you just forget, don't you? All right, you're a real pal. I'll look out for you.
Don't worry about the other guards. They're all wonderful people, really. I mean, sure, they have to get a bit heavy-handed with the marked ones and all. But if they were as bad as everyone keeps saying,
someone's got to, haven't they?
Exactly.
Just let them run around. Give them a slap around every now and again. It's good for them.
Carry around some evil spirit and causing terror. You got to expect some sort of repercussions. They can't be all bad, is all I'm saying. They're wonderful people when you get to know them. Keep an eye out for Francis. He's dating one of the lasses here. She left him a sordid letter earlier. It's wonderful stuff.
Love a bit of gossip. You know what? I'll come back. What's your name?
Oh, Sally.
Sally. You're a real one, Sally. I'll you know what? I want to hear about that later. I'll come back later and we'll have a little catch up, you and me, all right? And give her a little wink.
She blushes and walks off.
Okay, I'm gonna follow the others.
Right. I'm heading up the corridor.
yeah,
cautiously.
where are we going though?
It's going to check out the temple. It sounds like there might be a way out there.
So are we thinking that's through the door?
This door on the right, yeah.
What can we hear from this door, if anything?
Give me perception checks.
Right.
Okay.
11.
On all.
I barely noticed that there is a door.
He's walking past me like, wait.
Che, you finally get your helmet on in place in time to pop your armored ear to the wall, but that actually does help a little bit. And I don't know what I'm saying, it's getting late. Yeah, you don't hear anything on the other side.
Okay. It sounds quiet in there, and
check it out.
and we shouldn't be in this corridor. What if someone comes?
Let's check it out. Let's get in.
Okay. Head in.
Yeah, open the door.
You open the door,
Oh, it's
and
tiny.
you discover a smaller room, I think, than you anticipated. There's a table to the left with 2 saucers and a collection of tokens strewn across the table in front of it. On the right-hand wall, you can see 2 altars representing the sisters, the 2 primary gods in the world. You do see a Kah Nath helmet lay between them, and a note on the table.
Okay. I'll have a look at the note.
I wish we had that guy. It's a good question, actually. Both of us being Kah Nath, do we... Oh, it's runering, anyway. I was going to question the ability to read if Kah Nath are reading and we're in the Kah Nath army.
True.
High level ones.
Oh, okay, we've already...
Top down Kah Nath.
But the thing is that I don't know this is going to help us if none of us can read. We might be able to form the words.
Yeah, that's the truth. That is true. Are we fubbing that worry of?
Yeah,
Otherwise...
you're familiar enough with it
Yeah.
from what you learned and from the elderly chap heavily putting it into your head what some of the key runes are, so like the vowels.
He's taught us to read in this very short time so that we can do these puzzles.
Makes no sense to me. Can't make sense of it.
Are we? Something are we? Something
Wait, I'm
are
looking at the
we?
wrong thing. Oh! I've blown up the alphabet, but not
I've
other
started
things.
from the end.
Ah.
What are we?
What are we?
On the table, you can see the various tokens there. You can see a mask, a chain, a set of scales, a snake eating its own tail, a sword, a mirror, and a web.
Sorry, can you... I got sword, mirror, web, and then when I actually started to write stuff down, what was the other thing?
Chain, a snake eating its own tail,
Oh.
a set of scales, and a mask.
Gosh, what are we?
And if everyone could give me a perception check, please.
Okay, can do that. Oh, 17.
Is Edric more an intelligent person than a wisdom person? Oh, it was just a 1 anyway.
Alan, I think you're the one to notice that the two statues aren't the traditional form of the sisters. In fact, you can
Twins,
see one of them has almost a gag over their mouth, but the eyes are open, and the other one has it in reverse.
A gag as in a piece of cloth, or that it's built into the actual...
It's built into the actual statue that the mouth is covered on one, and on the other one there's a blindfold.
It's like something, mouth of truth, eyes of...
Justice.
Anyone make sense of this?
Which one, knowing what we know about the universe and Nerith and Nardath, can we tell which of the twins is got the blindfold or which one's got the...
The silver one has the gag, so has the eyes exposed, and the bronze one has the blindfold. And there are 2 offering bowls placed opposite each statue.
So I can't link each statue to the specific gods. They're just, I know that they are representing the twins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of do a religion check for me.
So silver has the eyes, bronze has the mouth.
This is something of a sick joke, blasphemy-wise, to put a Kah Nath helmet on them and a Kah Nath writing nearby, let alone to have the sisters in some kind of puzzle, because that's what it appears to be. Very blasphemous.
Greg?
So this isn't a genuine depiction of the two.
They're twins. Of course, one's a guy. They're not sisters.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. I mean, because I'm assuming you're talking about the twins. Yeah.
Yep, Nerith and Nardath, sorry.
No, it's okay.
I don't know where I got that in my head.
Yeah. I think it's probably because they're twins, and then I don't know. What? So. What? And it's what are we?
Chain, Orber, scales, mask, sword.
Because the sword is, it's more Nardath, but usually there's a crook for...
Scales is justice, right?
Well, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And what, so, okay.
Mirror shows the truth. Can we,
The person with the eyes covers can't use the mirror, right?
Yeah.
Web. Snake eating
What's I look at what is this on the south wall with the little lights in front of it?
Those are the statues of Nerith and Nadea.
Oh, okay.
There's a silver one and a gold one, right?
Yeah.
One with eyes and one with a mouth.
And silver can see, and the bronze one has the mouth open.
Yeah.
It's eyes of justice, mouth of truth.
And what you said, there are some tokens or something on the side.
Yeah, tokens depicting a mask, a snake eating its own tail,
Oh, those are the
a chain, a web, a sword, a mirror, and did I say scales? Yes, I did.
Yeah. Mask.
So a chain and a web of holding things like capturing something or holding it.
The dragon on the coin eats its own tail.
Yeah, but it's not a snake, but it does look very snake-like.
Is the mask like a Kah Nath mask, like just the lower half of the face, or is it a full face?
That's true.
Master type deal.
You get the feeling the Kah Nath helmet is just as a reminder of the Kah Nath point. So you've said what the basis of the riddle is. What are we? We are the eyes of justice and the mouth of truth. You get a sense that this is now which of these tokens represents justice and truth.
Okay. So scales is definitely justice.
Yes.
And I think mirror is truth. I mean, swords are pretty true. You can definitely make your point with swords, but everyone dies. Okay, I'm gonna pick up the token with the scales on it and see if I can interact with the sighted statue in some way. If there's I can put it into the statue somewhere.
Yeah, you got an offering bowl on the table in front of each one, representing each.
Great. Okay, I'll throw the scales token with scales on into the one in front of the god with the seeing statue and see if anything happens.
One on its own, nothing happens.
Okay, and then I'll try the one with the mirror in front of the other one.
The door to the right clicks and swings open.
Ooh, what did you just do? You put a
I'm
mirror.
blow on my nails and look really impressed with myself.
The mirror represented truth, and the set of scales were justice.
Nice,
Beautiful.
right?
Cool. I'm gonna poke my head into the next room.
You see, I think you smell it first.
Oh, that's always a bad sign.
This is a torture chamber. Blood stains the walls. You can see in the far left corner, you can smell the acrid smell of old charcoal and smoke, and what looks to be a set of tongs and various other implements of torture hanging on the wall nearby. To the south of the room, you can see what appears to be a cage. And within the cage, hanging from manacles at their wrists, is an elderly figure, very badly tortured and not moving.
Okay, I'm gonna go straight over there and see if I can release that prisoner in some fashion, whether that's through picking locks if there's locks, or cutting through, or I just seeing what I can do to release that person.
Give me perception check to examine the cage.
Oh, they're in a cage, right?
Oh no, sorry, that was the wrong one. Please ignore that. There we go.
I always
right one. I'm getting mine.
15.
15 perception.
You reckon with a crowbar and some force, you could yank this thing open, but it is not designed to be opened by...
Do we still have that set of keys?
I have in my pack. No, but I do have a crowbar. Bag.
Whilst you're doing that...
Yeah, can I kind of check if the person's like alive?
Give me a medicine check, please.
12.
Ooh.
I think on a 12, her body is very still, and you notice that her eyes are open and her jaw is lax. She is showing no signs of life.
There's no healing this person.
Yeah, she is showing no signs of life whatsoever.
I'm still gonna try and get her down with my crowbar.
Give me a strength check with advantage. Do anyone wish to help out with that one?
Yeah, I'll help.
Not very strong, so I will look around.
Edric, give us a check as well.
Oh, okay.
I just realised I'm mute, so you haven't heard anything I've said.
Oh, sorry.
So yeah, I ran in to check on her health, and I was wondering why you guys weren't. Because I was muted.
Oh, sorry, dude. We're ignoring you.
Oh, so sorry.
She's dead.
On a 16, you hear a satisfying chink as one of the bars gives way. It'll take 2 more attempts at that DC to break the whole thing open.
Okay, I'm going to carry on giving that a go.
I'm going to edge back towards the door to kind of be ready for anyone coming in.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
No strength.
I'm gonna go all the way back to the door to this chamber, and I'll get my halberd ready just to. And I'm listening to the corridor. Do I hear this soldier or any other movement?
You hear nothing through the corridor at the moment. It seems to be fairly quiet. The chaos in the dining room, I reckon you'd hear that would have died down by now. Shay and Edric, you're watching the doorway, and Ash, you are. I reckon at this point, frustration is kicking in. You're wailing on this thing. You're going at it. You're starting to whack it with the crowbar. Tears are starting to come down a bit from frustration. And I think there's a moment when you do just drop the crowbar and look up at this figure. This poor, disheveled figure that has clearly known such torment.
Did they look like they had anything on them at all, or are they pretty much stripped of everything they would have for torture? I would have thought.
She is wearing bare minimum.
Yeah, exactly.
And you do notice that she has marks in elegant patterns across her forehead and cheeks.
Is there torture implements in this room, or is it pretty much bare of actual devices?
On the far wall, yeah, there's quite a few implements across this side.
If I have space, I am going to take them for disposal of later. Basically, if, like anything small enough that I can carry it reasonably, I'm getting it out of here.
Definitely giving you a slightly worried look.
And maybe everything else throwing into that bucket of water or so in the corner. Maybe a piss bucket, I don't know, but I'm going to be throwing everything to rust in that.
You throw these objects into the rust bucket. Filch, you're sort of giving a side eye. The figure gasps behind
She's
you.
alive!
I might need to use the piss bucket. That was quite scary.
I'll run back in and I'll give her one of the health potions.
Yeah.
Oh
I can.
those
Yeah.
potions we have.
Well. Yeah. Go for it. I have a spell, which I'm assuming probably won't be a spell, but I have some way of healing.
As you reach towards her, she just kind of shakes her head a bit and is trying to focus and see you all. And then she just gives you this oddly wondrous smile with someone who's clearly been in such suffering. Oh no, I wouldn't waste the resources on me, my dear. But thank you all the same. Who are you?
We're not Kah Nath. We're not Kah Nath. We're trying to escape.
That much is quite clear from the lack of a prod. So who are you?
I used to work for these filth. I refused to do what they ordered, and they threw me in prison. What?
A similar story.
What?
Jay, nice to meet you. Can we help her down? Is she like?
I'm still
free?
trying to break.
She's not free.
She's
Yeah.
still very much trapped inside this cage.
I'll keep pulling at the thing to try and free her up.
Give me another strength check while she is sort of looking passively at all of you.
20.
On a 20, a second hinge chars off and the whole thing is starting to tilt. Please don't waste the energy. I fear I have been here so very long. If you were to remove me from my bonds, I would likely sink through the floor. I assure you, just seeing you here is the greatest gift I could ever know.
Well, we can't just leave you here. We can't leave you here. I've
I
seen it happen too many
fear-
times to too many people. I'm not leaving you here.
I salute your strength. I say that to all of you. You are clearly very strong people of good will and body. But I will not be leaving this cell. I have been here a very long time. I am not the one that needs rescue.
No, if you don't need rescue, who would you say needs rescuing, if not yourself?
She closes her eyes a moment, and the pattern on her face glows ever so slightly, and the flames in the corner flicker.
At that point, my eyes will open and I'll back off.
Yeah, I'm getting a bit nervous.
Yeah, I think I'll back up a little bit. Unsure.
Do not be afraid. I am Numari.
Hang on. There hasn't been a Numari for like 70 years.
Well, I can only say I've been in this cell for most of that time, so... And there was one before me, so... Yes,
Are you a
she
myth?
was fairly old as well.
Lies at the mouth of truth speaks.
Well, then you needn't worry. Of course, the rest of you, if you were be so kind as to help my dear friend to escape this captivity. I fear they have been here much longer than I. And when they depart, I will go to visit the twins, I suppose.
Well, where are they? Where's your friend?
Yeah, who?
Within me, I am Numari. The spirit of Numari dwells within.
What?
I check that my mask is on nice and tightly.
I don't, yeah.
No fear.
Well, how do you mean, how do we, there's, what, you got like a bug, what? But that's it, that's not a good thing, like, I'm very...
Well, I can't
we
say
should get out of here.
particularly.
We should get out of here.
I am no threat to you, and I do not ask you to carry the Mari with you. well, she gestures to the chains. I would not ask this on anyone. I was forced into this chamber where the person in charge, Shrike, I believe she is called. She presented a lantern with a glowing crystal.
Oh.
Next thing I know, I spent my life here. I would not have the Mari go another lifetime like this. They seem to be torturing me to see if they can break them. Whatever the reason, if you wish to help me, the commander holds the lantern. Bring it to me, and the Mari can enter it, and you can take them free. That is all I ask.
I don't see that we've got any choice. This is what they want.
The commander is like, I want out of here. I don't want to go talk like.
We can't live. We can't tolerate any more torture.
Well, no, Yeah, I know. So
how many other mothers and sisters and brothers and sons are going to be subject to the same?
Yeah, why do you think treatment? I took and just tried to destroy all of these things? So we got to get a lantern and bring it back here.
DM, can I roll to see if I know what this lantern is that's just been described?
Yeah, give me a...
Because of my thieving of various...
That's a fair point, actually. You would have underly artifact knowledge. Yeah, Arcana, History, or Lore, with advantage.
I mean, I might not, but let's see if I know anything about it. Arcana, History... okay, let's try that.
I think you would know, having encountered a few lookalikes and a few very rarely and not lasting long on the market before Kah Nath would turn up. And it was called a Reader.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't know the ins and outs of its work, but there was a lot of mythology and talk around it incarcerating Amari and being used in the purges.
Okay. So I have a sense of the fact that what we're being told sounds in keeping with other things that I know.
Yeah.
Great.
You everyone give me an insight check as well.
Wow.
Shay and
my special subject.
Two of the more...
Just try going straight back into it. Just try going straight back into it. There we go. Maybe.
I'm gonna need to wrap up fairly soon.
Okay, we are live again. Hopefully. Oh my! Why am I dark as hell all of a sudden?
Yep.
Oh.
I don't know. That's it.
I think it cut out. She was withholding something. Shay, you were in the middle of saying something.
I was. I cannot remember what. I was probably sort of worrying about trying to go and deal with the commander and get the stuff. So don't worry about what I was saying because I don't remember.
All right. If I think she's hiding something, I'll probably
Suddenly so.
Just straight up ask about it. How do we know you're telling us the truth? I can see you've obviously got this. It must be a marked one, but what is it you're not saying?
Your perception does you credit. There is another way, but I would not invite it on any other. If one of you were to become Numari, you could simply walk out the door. But were you to be captured, this would be your fate. I can say I imagine it would be a most rewarding experience were I not chained to a dungeon, but...
You can count me out of that. I'd rather take my chances with Flossie.
I don't believe a word of this. If you want to cast a magic spell, then cast your magic spell.
Yeah, if the Mari spirit is really all that you're saying, why don't you just break out of here yourself? I mean, that's what Mari do, right? You can blast your way out of here.
I could
Is
possibly...
that powerful? You're still chained up.
Look, bring it on. Bring it on. Do your worst.
She closes her eyes, and a look of irritation crosses her face. A gust rises in a windless chamber, and the coals in the corner spring to life. And not just springing to life, but starting to rise and dance in circles around you.
What is happening? Are you
I'm
about to
running
get
away into the
marked?
next
Let's
room.
let's get this lantern.
I'm going to brandish my halberd because this is not what I was expecting to happen.
Yeah.
In a moment, the flames drop back down. You asked a demonstration. I'm not going to demonstrate by cursing one of you. But such power, whilst a great responsibility, is a tremendous gift. I ask that you find a reader, and should you kill Commander Shrike, that would be a wonderful bonus.
Well, now we're
if one of
talking the
you
same
is
kind of
willing,
language.
I thought that might appeal to such ardent pragmatists. Go.
Yeah, well, we're going to have to go through Commander Strike anyway, unless we're going down into the catacombs and drugging the wolf. But that
Or
means
setting the
going
beacon
back
off. We like the beacon. All these guys run out of here.
True. But
That brings them
don't
down,
we
and
have
that's
to get
even
to his
worse.
we have to get to his office to do that, don't we?
Yeah, we've got to go to his office anyway. And
To her office,
and we saw him walking that way. We might have to deal with him.
No, she's still in the main room.
There was a
arguing with someone.
commander
you saw,
who walked.
The commander, yeah, you saw him walking towards his office.
Let's see if we can track it down.
Yeah.
Maybe
that's the way we gotta go.
Maybe we'll come back. Maybe we won't. But
I'm going to head out into the main corridor. Head back in the main corridor and see if I can see if we can just see if the coast is still clear.
The coast is still clear, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna edge up to the corner of where I saw the guard going down first and just check round.
Okay, if everyone's leaving, I'm following.
You can hear voices in a room to the right. The main hall seems a bit quieter. So you reckon there's going to be someone in there talking.
Okay.
Right, let's do this. That must be the commander's office. Let's just get in there and get this done.
I think you're right.
Okay. Right, I'm gonna go up to the door, get the halberd out. Same as before.
Whoa. Oh, I thought you were going to smash the door down with a halberd. I was like, let's try a little subtlety, shall we?
Yeah. Remember, haven't you got the bottle? Did you pour all of that bottle into the stew, or did we keep some of it for this situation?
Pretty sure all of it got poured in the stew, but then we'd have the stew, so maybe they'll have eaten it by now.
Okay, so we have nothing to subdue, but
we're not going to go in there and force feed them the Lord of them.
Still got some of the dog food.
You were happy to do it to the chef, but you won't do it to a commander?
Yeah, I've got the dog food. We can shove it down their throat.
I think that it'll be harder to do to a commander than it would be to a chef. I think we might have to use a bit more force than that. But see, like, we'll try one thing. You never know. Get the dog food out. I'm getting in my bow.
Can we hear
anything?
Can we
hear anyone inside?
Have you been having this conversation outside the door, I will ask?
Yes, but probably not as loudly as we have just now.
Everyone give me a stealth check.
That is very fair. No, that's strength. That's not the right one. Could have been a lot worse.
So far, so good. Oh wait, no, Neil also did it. Okay.
You think you hear steps going towards the door, but then they come back. That many high stealth checks? Yeah, you've managed not to be overheard.
Having a big argument, but do it really quietly. Are you crazy?
All right then. Just
Let's
charge
do
in.
this.
Go pretend to be. We were in the uniforms, right? September, you
got a
go in
message.
first, and you got a message or something.
Yeah.
We'll just follow in.
We need to do this as quickly as possible. We do not want to alert everyone in that main room.
Okay, just knock and go in.
So have a code word of when we attack.
It's attack.
Sir, there's a problem in the armory.
Gotcha.
Armory is the code word. Say something there and we'll attack.
All right, I'm going in.
I'll follow.
There are 4 of them.
Sorry to disturb you, Commander.
You would recognize the one on the top right, leaning against the bed, is the one in the commander's uniform. What is it, Toady?
There's been a fire in the mess hall.
Oh, what's Alma done now?
I don't know, but there's like a huge burning oil fire all over the floor. It's chaos in there. I think you should go and have a look.
Blasted fools. Gunter, Thul, go deal with it. What's up? These two rush towards the doorway. Che and Filch, are you still lurking in the corridor?
Oh no, I came in. That's me. I'm just
standing
inside the door. I came in. When everyone came in, I came in.
Okay.
Give me a
still.
perception check. I'm going to say with
me or
advantage.
Who gives perception?
Perception with advantage.
Or performance.
Advantage or
with
disadvantage?
You've got advantage because you've got 2 Kah Nath trained soldiers talking you through.
There you go. Did you say perception or deception? Sorry. Was that
deception? But,
I'm sorry. Let me
21
do it.
is,
No, it's very different.
I'll do it again.
Oh, well, that's pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
I only have a +1 on that.
2 of the figures leave the room.
Excellent. So I'll step up to the commander and say, "There's one other thing, sir. There's also a problem in the armory."
Huh.
And then I'm going
Surprise attack.
And then I'm going to attack him.
I'm pulling my bow off and I'm gonna shoot at the commander as well.
On a 6, he does not recognize your face, so you will get a surprise round at the start of combat.
Okay.
So let's get rolling initiatives. One last time.
Whee!
Depending on how badly we mess it up.
Music kicks in.
Wait, I've forgotten where initiative is in this damn thing. Where is it?
Top in the middle, above your hit points.
Oh, yeah.
There's also a little macro on the top left, but let me get to be mentioning that, sorry.
Cool.
rolled
again.
high initiative, but got surprised. So they're going to get their reactions back if you happen to move out of their line, but you have a free couple of actions. Edric, you're up first. Tanbor on deck.
Okay, I will. Hell, I'm gonna go straight in with a two-handed attack. 12 to hit.
Does not hit.
So then I'm gonna use my action surge to do an additional action. I will try that again.
He darts to one side, and the longsword just crashes into the bed. Roll second attack.
Yeah. Oh, that's better.
That definitely hits.
Okay. That's 11 damage.
Jesus. Second blow comes in around the collarbone, and you can feel armor plating collapsing underneath the force of the blow.
God! Traitors!
Is there anything else you want to do with your movement?
I'll just step to the side to let anyone else come up and help attack. But other than that,
Che, and up 10 balls. Sorry, you're up. Che on
Okay.
deck.
If I take 2 steps forward there, am I now in range of the commander with my halberd?
Yeah.
Okay, then that's what I'm gonna do. Yes.
Go for it.
Right. Rolling the d 5. Oh shit.
That's
Plus-
10 total. That's not
Yeah.
a hit.
No.
I'm going to say the Kah Nath trooper behind you grabs onto the back of it and manages to stop you from getting the full swing.
Okay.
Any bonus actions or remaining movement?
I don't think there's anything I have. No. I've mastered the technique to take advantage of. Yeah. No.
Level
Nothing, no.
3.
No.
Nah.
No.
Shay, you're up. Filch on deck.
With the guy in front, like, do I need to move just to get a clear shot of the commander? Or, so I don't know, but if I do, I'll move here.
I'd say, yeah, either side you'll have a clean shot.
I'll move there so I'm close to the exit. I will. Yes, I will. So I had hunters marked someone before, but that sort of I can't move it as a bonus action or something, right? Because it's been and gone, so I have to recast it or something.
Lapses after combat, so yeah.
Yeah, so I can't really.
It, I think.
Is it? It's not an action to cast it, is it?
No, bonus action.
It is a bonus action. Okay. So I will hex them, or hunter mark them, and I will shoot. I won't sharpshooter. I will. But longbow them. Beep. Ooh, 9, not great. That probably doesn't hit, right?
Point blank with the longbow. The arrow whistles past his ear and slams into the wall, knocking down a particularly expensive piece of artwork, but does not hit.
Never been a fan of art, and I don't think I have more than one action a turn, so that's oof. I will take. No, I won't. I won't take one more step. I will stay exactly where I am.
Ash, you're up. And then we're on to the second round of initiative.
Okay, I'm going to do my usual thing of trying to stealth shoot the guys in the doorway with my short bow.
Go for it.
Mess it up. Oh,
Wow, we are terrible.
that wasn't great. That was terrible.
This has to be quick. We can't have them screaming for help. Miss.
I will be nice. Were you stealth? No, you were out in the open before, so no, there's no stealthing. How does the Nat 1 occur?
Damn. it occurs by me popping out into the doorway, the same as I did before, thinking I look really cool. And I catch my edge of my cloak on the door. It catches the aim, and the arrow just pings off the window frame, bounces off the light, bounces off the floor, and just does like a ding, 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 and then embeds itself in the door. And I'm like,
it actually lands in a familiar-looking reaver on the table.
Oh, that's not too much shabbier for a nat one.
That is an extremely real one. So I remind everyone that you have hero points that you can use.
What? Yeah, we haven't.
Success.
What is it? We have them to do what?
They're basically inspiration points. So when you make a roll, if you decide when you fail it, you want to succeed instead, you spend the hero token, and you get an instant success.
Oh, I totally forgot. How many hero points do we even have? We should absolutely be spending them.
You all have one at the moment, I think.
Okay.
One of you spent one to incapacitate the lunch lady. But you've had some great roleplay since then, so I'll happily refresh.
I'm going to spend my point right now then to not mess that up.
Yep. In that case, roll damage
again?
with sneak attack.
Well, hey. So I do the global damage modifier, and then I do damage. I think I might have done that wrong. No, it gets 6 from the 9.
Yeah, 9 pierce, 7 sneak attack. You imagine in your worst case scenario anxiety moment how that could have gone wrong. And
put myself together and get on with it.
You tuck the cloak back, make an absolute shirt, no cloaks. And yeah, you just blast this thing. Like the last guy, it goes straight into the neck and out the back. He barely has time to notice before he just drops onto the table and collapses to the ground.
Nice.
Well, have you noticed? I don't think any of my troopers have had a... No, one had a turn.
Yeah, we've done a lot of surprise attacks to poor guys. I don't think... Has anyone actually taken any damage?
Yeah, I got stunned by sword right at the start.
Oh, you did? Oh, I could have healed. How bad are you damaged?
6 points, I think.
Okay, which is significant-ish. I've only got 25 total, so maybe I should heal you up.
Okay. Okay, so I still got some movement, I think. So, oh no, I wanted to use my bonus action. Yeah, so as a bonus action, I would give myself advantage on the next attack roll on the current turn with steady aim, please.
That uses up your... Yeah, that works.
Okay.
That could have given you advantage on the first attack as you didn't really move. You can apply that to the same round that you're attacking.
Okay.
Yep, that's cool. The Commander Shrike glares at the group of you.
I don't know how you got out, but you're all looking contenders for the next few decades of torture.
And he pulls a great sword from the wall, I'm going to say. And Edric, a 20, does that hit?
I expect so.
30.
Yeah.
The next roll is a 10. He has a multi-attack, but that does not hit.
No.
That's 10 piercing damage.
Okay.
And he's going to move to put his back to the wall so he can't be flanked.
Oh yeah, and I had because I was using the two-handed sword. So, what difference does that make to my AC again?
Drops your AC by 2 as you don't have a shield.
Okay, so it wouldn't have. Yeah. Okay, so it's still.
You still have an insanely good armor class.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Edric, Yorgo, you just take a great sword blow. I'm going to say that's cross guard to the belly, doubling you over.
Ugh. Second wind, is that a bonus action or what is that?
I think that's a bonus action.
Oh, it is bonus.
Yeah.
So
Heals
right
you up
there.
and stuff.
So I will use that.
1d10 plus 3.
Yeah. So that's 4 hit points. Okay, and then
You get another attack, don't you, with second wind? Or is it just to heal? I can't
it's
remember.
heal. It's a heal.
Yeah. So then I will do an attack, which is 21 to hit.
Definitely a hit. Roll damage.
11.
This is two-handed long sword on great sword. This is a high damage fight. This one. Beautiful. He's looking bloodied, but only barely.
Okay.
Oh, remember, he's hunter's marked. Does that give advantage to other people or just to me?
It just gives you the extra d6 of damage.
Me,
I
yeah.
don't think it gives you advantage.
Okay, that's me done.
Tanbo, you'll go. Che on deck.
I'm going to move to this position here, and I'm going to halberd him in the head.
Go for it.
Right. So.
Do it.
To hit, that's 11 plus whatever my modifier is.
16 hits. Beats it. His armor class is 16.
Okay, and then I'm rolling how many points?
D10,
Wasn't it a D10 or something?
D10 plus 3, wasn't it?
Something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, D10 plus 3.
That's 10 then.
Oh, good lord. He is badly hurt after the halberd comes in. Still
Okay.
Standing.
That's the end of my turn then.
Che, you're up. Ash on deck.
Okay. Out of interest, did we all wait, because we kind of slightly retconned, do we see that Retha? Did we kind of get the little hint towards where the Retha was?
I reckon you'd probably see, because you know what to look for, there is definitely a ominous-looking lantern on the table.
Oh, on the table. Oh, okay, it's not as far away as I was thinking. Okay, I'm going to use some of my movement then. 5, 10, 50, kind of to get close to the table, to be ready to nab it if I need to. And then I'm going to shoot at the commander with my long bow. So, boom. 22 to hit.
Oh, Jesus, yeah.
All right. They take 9 piercing plus 3 for the hunter's mark.
In some battles, it's all about the fighting down to the last hit point. But you guys got rid of the extra guards, and you caught him completely by surprise, and hunted marked very nicely. So, I want a group. How do you want to do this,
Oh,
please?
shoot. Okay.
What do? You shot a longbowed him.
So, well,
How about we all?
The long sword came in first, and you got the halberd coming in.
So let's say they all land at the same time.
Yeah,
so
we all just shoot.
Sword comes in, the halberd's on the head, and the arrow comes in the face, all at the same time.
And then I'm going to shoot slightly after, and I'm going to go straight where Che's arrow went, and then do the Robin Hood thing where I split her arrow down.
Perfect. Yeah. Yeah. With some pithy one-liner that's sort of something like, deck is a torture? I don't think so. but more pithy and more interesting than that, but you know.
I'm gonna give him a last line, just as all these wounds come in. Edric, you're in very close. You can hear the struggling to breathe and the coughing up of blood as he grabs you by the chest plate and pulls you in close.
There was a woman with you, wasn't there? You'll never find her now.
He drops dead to the ground.
dog.
Sure.
Where's this beacon then?
Yeah, I want to go and look for the window with the beacon outside that we were told about.
Oh, sorry. I'm grabbing the lantern beacon. Sorry, the Retha. And be like, here, who wants this?
It's all a myth. There's nothing to it. Let's just let this
I'm
beacon.
very torn.
Don't bring it anywhere
I
near
want
me.
it.
Isn't the beacon to call more Kah Nath to here?
No, the servant told me they'd all run out. If we lit the beacon, all the Kah Nath would run out of the fortress. To defend, they go to the beacon.
You get the impression they're going to muster a good distance into the neighbouring field, so you would be able to slip.
Oh, okay. Right. Sure. Go for it. And I'll shoulder the Retha then. And
I mean, is it not valuable? Maybe I'll come and take it. I've got the longbow.
I'm curious. I mean, if it's not valuable now, and I'll start to head. Well, wait, are there Kah Nath at the door that we didn't notice?
The two guards that ran out entered the kitchen to find a bit of a mess there, and have run back to discover everyone dead, and they are going to stormtrooper turn around and go back the way they came.
Okay, as we come out running out with the Retha.
You're all in there covered in blood and heavily armed. They are not.
Oh wait,
they're not silly.
Who?
Right. So
am I the only archer? Do I need to do the flaming bow thing then?
I've only got a short bow, so I think if it's a distance, but it depends how far it is.
Yeah, I suppose.
A longbow out of the window in the north wall, so about there would be about perfect.
Where's
give
there? I didn't. Oh, okay. All right, so I'll pass the Retha to someone else then, and be like, fine, you take this. Is there like a candle or a fire in here? Oh, there's a torch on the wall.
Oh yeah.
So I'll light
on the wall,
light an arrow. He's probably got a stash of fire arrows if it's that important.
Yeah, there's a group of fire arrows in a quiver by the corner.
Yeah.
You also, on searching, do find the password for the day.
Oh.
I think it was Lorg.
Lord.
How did we read that?
Isn't that guy's name?
How can we read that?
Yeah.
We just can't. Don't worry about it.
And yeah, you epically light the flaming arrow.
Yes.
Draw and loose straight out the window.
Yes. And then I look at this thing next to it, which looks like it could be a stash of very nice bows or something. What is this thing by the window here? This thing?
That is a fireplace, but I reckon you pick up, we'll say a +1 longbow.
Oh, I'll take it.
That belonged to the Shrike.
Yeah,
that's his name. Belonged to the commander. Edric finds a +1 longsword.
Ooh.
Ash, leather armor +1.
Thank you very much.
And Tanbor, halberd of warning.
Halberd of warning.
Ooh.
It just screams every time it sees the bad guy.
Literally, as you pick it up, it screams, "Oh God, we're under attack!" Oh, we're dead already.
Thanks, Halberd. Thanks, Hal.
No one was holding me.
But who's got the Retha?
Well, I just handed it to I handed it to Filch. We should probably get out of here though. Go back to that person because someone's gonna come to see why the commander just fired that bow.
Okay.
So we should go back the way we came.
So
I kind of
crawling with speakers out there.
Want to go back this way to the torture chamber, basically.
Okay. We'll go in this little.
Watch
it.
No one's going to go.
As we're in this damn place.
If you present the Retha to Corella, she will close her eyes, and there's a blast of wind. Almost seems to be a sing-song in the air, as slowly the marks start to fade. She almost exhales an amber light as beautiful magic.
Putting it down and stepping away.
I've backed massively off, as I did not think this was going to happen. Yes.
It
I
swirls
think
in
I'm
the air,
intrigued
alone,
and stayed close.
admiring you. Yeah, it circles around you. It's almost like it's sort of intrigued to have figures around, and eventually, you feel it being drawn into the Reader's crystal, which begins to shine with its own inner light, and you sense the magic in the air dies down. Corella gives you a warm smile, just filled with gratitude, and then her eyes close, and a last breath. She passes on.
I am very carefully. I want to pick the Aretha up, but I'm not doing it in my bare hands. So I'm gonna see if I can find her.
I think we should leave it here with the Kah Nath. I just feel like, otherwise the future won't work out properly if we don't.
No, they could absolutely be ambushed later and nuked and get taken, but sure. Well, it depends if anyone wants to grab it.
I'll take it. This thing's worth a fortune. I'm not touching it with my hands. I'm gonna take my cloak off and just shuffle it in.
The rescued prisoners from before sprint into the room, and you see the young woman who's with them is looking at the lantern immediately. You found it!
I found this that belongs to me now, because someone just gave it to me, so come on.
Oh, what did you do? Half the guards are fast asleep, some of them are horribly burnt, and the rest of them have all run out the main chamber. The mess hall's on fire, by the way. I think someone...
Perfect.
I saw two guards going to put it out.
Sounds like we can get out of here then. Where the heck is the exit?
Where are the fire escapes?
Everybody dies.
Oh, is that what he meant?
Yeah, I think you're probably right at that.
I think, you are led to the main hall.
Door? Yeah. Oh, the main hall had the door.
Which is now empty of Kah Nath. Go away, Kah Nath.
Oh.
There's a few guards in the watchtower, but you now, thanks to the old man Bormley, now can read the note that tells you what the password is.
Good.
Oh, where were you when we needed you?
It's one of the old gods.
Don't look at this thing.
I'm making notes. I'm trying to make a guide. I think I might pass it to my son, Don't let them see you writing. Even though you've got 4 random prisoners with you, everyone's focused on the beacon and the fact that the castle is currently on fire.
But they're also dressed as Kah Nath, right?
Don't know if the other prisoners are.
Armory, so they're all.
Okay.
We dressed them all.
Yeah, they're all hodgepodge Kah Nath.
That's true.
Bormley in particular, is very hunched over and funny looking.
Friday night Kah Nath.
No suspicions at all.
The arm on the back is completely missing, and it's just him.
Well,
I'll salute the Kah Nath that are there.
Can't look round, so they might know whether you're wearing it or not.
Oh wait, did I just fall into the pit? I was like, oh, it's spread out. There's a bridge.
Oh,
unless there is something someone particularly wants to add to that, I will say that you are making it out of the fortress unchallenged, able to sneak off into the night.
Incredible.
Where are you taking that Lisa thing?
Did I? Might steal it.
We're going
into the next one-shot, right?
There's a town nearby called Helgoth. We're going to head over there. We hear it's quite safe there,
It's quite a nice place, Helgoth. A bit big though. I don't like it. It's very busy. Too many people.
Amazing. Yay!
That would be against protocol.
Yay! Thank you, Greg. That was so cool.
That was amazing.
That was awesome.
Oh,
That was
glad
really
you
fun.
yeah.
That was very good. That was great.
Really, really good.
I was-
Thank you.
So I was really excited when we walked in, and then her mark started glowing. I was like,
Yeah, I was like, oh shit. Very cool.
Right. Well, I'll write to Michael and tell him he needs to build that so we can play it as an escape room.
Credits, GM credits, whoever do. The soundtrack was by Travis Savoy, who does a lot of license-free RPG music. Very good for GMs. You'll find him on YouTube and Bandcamp.
Mm-hmm.
And the map are made that using in Kah Nath. Very
Amazing.
user-friendly at the moment, so a good one for GMs who want to have a go at making various maps.
Excellent.
fantastic.
Well, thank you so
probably
much, Greg, for putting
Yeah,
that all
thank
together
you.
for us.
That was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
really
you all
good.
very much. That was amazing. Thank you for getting through all the technical troubles. And
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry for the
thank
glitch
you
in the
for
middle
everyone
where
who watched.
visual.
we stopped
Well,
streaming
thank
for
you
a second.
so much to Shane, who's watched through the whole thing, and has also been a big supporter of the series. Thanks to everyone else who's been watching as well. And
Thank
if
you to
you're
the audio visual for making all this possible. Thank you, Kate. Thank you, Neil.
We got there.
Thank you, Kate. And if you're at Comic-Con Birmingham tomorrow, remember to come and see us on the live stage at 2:15. And we're into the last day and a little bit now of our Indiegogo campaign. So now is the time to back. If you've been putting it off, now is the time to do it. Now is the time to nudge your friends and family that said that, I'll get round to that.
80%. We're at 80%.
We're at 80%. We can do it. It's going
Season
to
three,
be a
let's
busy
go.
day tomorrow. If we see you at Comic-Con, we may be thrusting a leaflet into your hands. And
83%. We're at 83.
Yeah.
wait, what? When did that happen?
Surprise.
Probably while we were playing. Yeah,
I thought-
15,000 now.
Whoa!
That's what Janice
Awesome.
says.
15105.
Cool, cool.
Okay. Yeah, my sister.
You
has
rolled the nat
been
20.
very kind to me. Okay.
Yeah, nudge those family members.
Yeah.
Take them down.
Oh,
See what we've
brilliant.
got.
We never had our BMB, but we do have an end screen in theory. So tell me when to cut to it, and we'll round off.
I will
I
add
think-
quickly. Thank you very much, Ash and Sweeney, particularly for dealing with Discord and Roll20 on short notice. Thank you, literally everyone. Thank you.
Yeah, it was good fun. Thank you so much,
Fantastic.
Greg.
Thank you so much, Greg.
Oh, thanks.
And,
Well done.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Good night.
And the Kah Nath went down just as easily as they do in the show. So
Yeah.
It's not fantasy at all.
amazing. Right, we'll leave you all to it. Thank you very much. We'll see you soon.
Bye bye.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Bye.